my
folks.
gosh. Travis, I'm here in the studio.
I missed your musk.
Dude.
It's always better when you're in here in studio because then we can really.
What were you going to say?
We can really screw around. We could really get to it, big dog.
Man.
How you doing, big dog?
Man, I'm in the Christmas spirit.
Dude, I am too. Hey, look.
Hey, chestnut.
December
roasting on an open fire
is look. I could be like, oh, every day grind hard.
You can be
December.
Bah humbug. You're not bah humbug this year.
No, December, guys. I go nonstop. Nonstop. December is my month to not do shit. Yeah, but I still gotta do it. Whatever. Okay, here we are.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're still got dude, still grinding.
But dude, I love December, man. You got Christmas trees up. You got Christmas lights on the house. I got free Christmas lights on my house.
What? You got? What do you mean you got free Christmas?
So listen to this, right? I had a neighbor that scheduled a no, she did not die. She scheduled an install for some Christmas lights. And I pulled up to the house and I'm thinking, it's like, damn, my wife is making me look like I'm not the man of the house. There's people on the roof. They're putting up the trees.
Wow.
This was like in November before Thanksgiving.
What?
So I came up. I was like, man, hey, appreciate you guys. Thank y'all. Cool. Good stuff. And anyway, I go in the house. I'm like, hey, how much is this going to cost? She goes, what are you talking about? I said, there's people on the roof. She goes, I don't hear anything.
But she's deaf in one ear.
My wife is deaf in one ear. She can have surgery to get it fixed, but you know, she wants to bungee jump and skydive.
But she can't.
So
we're not going to let her do that though.
I had to explain to her that the house, it's not a democracy in the house.
No,
okay?
No.
This is a iron fist reign. Okay. Moms do not skydive.
No.
Or bungee jump.
No.
You got too much going on now.
No, can't do it.
So anyway, after I gave her a 10-minute lecture on her not being able to hear people on our own roof, she wouldn't hear if Santa came. She wouldn't hear if Somalians moved next door and started eating cats on our roof.
Bingo.
Or that's Haitians, actually.
Haitians, Somalians, they all look alike.
Which, by the way, is still supposedly a made-up ordeal. Folks, how are people still saying that that was made up? That those Haitians were not eating like pets in geese from the local community lakes or the town hall meetings where people were talking about this stuff.'t yeah, I got free Christmas lights. So I go out there and I go to the guys. I'm like, hey, I said, look, I didn't pay for this. I said, I wanted to be an honorable man always in every situation I could possibly find myself being in, even as far as little as Christmas lights. I said, I can't not pay you guys. You know what it is. He goes, look, we weren't contracted here. We're almost done anyway. He said, I said, give me your card so I can promote you.
Okay, but I understand. Why were they? You said something about your
neighbor. He got the address confused with my neighbor's house.
Oh.
So the neighbor thought that they were getting their Christmas light. No, they were at my house.
No.
Doing my lights.
Are you serious?
My lights.
Dude, that's expensive.
So I got free Christmas lights.
That's expensive.
Didn't they look pretty good. They're all right.
Yeah, they're all right.
Pretty good.
Okay. All right. So they
can't complain and get my money back.
They screwed up on the address.
They screwed up. This was like the day before Thanksgiving. They said, just go ahead and just tell people about us. Here's my business card and whatever. Mark, look, y'all. Mark looked good, doesn't he?
Oh, stop. Good Lord.
Dude, you're actually sunning out. Like this is offensive that you're darker than me. You look like a ranch man.
Mm.
I like that eye contact like that. It's good for you to be here, man. I missed you in studio with us.
Speaking
of now you're looking like you've been sun-kissed in a healthy way.
Been outside
and I look like I've been in an office.
You need to get in the sun, bro.
Under lock and key with files galore. And slowly getting fangs right here because I'm turning into a vampire.
You got to get sun.
I haven't been in the sun.
You got to get sun, dude.
Hasn't been happening.
Speaking of wrong addresses.
Yeah, speaking of wrong addresses.
I was part of a no-knock warrant one time, and the team that we were supporting got the wrong address.
Shut the fuck.
Swear to you. Thank God they weren't home.
Please tell us more.
Thank God they weren't home.
Oh, nobody was home?
Nobody was home, but it was the wrong address, dude. They go crashing
On
in.
a no-knock warrant.
Yeah. It was for drugs.
You're basically just busting in, right?
Yeah, we're just busting in. We're just going, yeah.
So no knock, no warning, no advance.
No.
You're just coming in. So if you get the wrong address and the person living there has no idea you're coming and they go and grab a gun, what happens?
They're probably going to die, and everybody's just going to be it's going to be a bad day for everyone.
How do you screw something like that up?
It's a great question. I don't know. The guy that was in charge of the raid, he was actually a really good guy, was Sergeant. It was just a it was just an honest mistake. And but dude, we went crashing in. We just got through the first room of the house, and we realized,
oh my God,
these are not drug dealers.
These are not drug dealers.
We kind of just.
I'm gonna check audio.
You gonna check audio?
Yeah, keep going.
Was that your phone going off back
there?
there?
Was your phone, Mark.
That was very.
That was
very distracting. Anyway, so I've hit the wrong house before. It wasn't me. It wasn't we were there to support. And I must say that we did a really good job. We were very professional. We left a note. It's kind of like when you
left a note. Was it during Christmas? Did you bite into the cookie and drink some of the milk too on your way out?
Man, no. That would have been good though.
That would have been good.
I'm just glad that nobody was home, because that oh boy, I can see where something like that goes. Boy, it goes bad real fast.
Yeah, I can only imagine. That's why that's a big deal when you hear those people getting swatted.
Yes, that's bad.
That's basically attempted murder for whoever's calling those in. Is that fair? Is that fair? As a former policeman, that's a fair one?
That is a fair one.
Okay, I'm going to
Did you say a former policeman? I've never been called a policeman. I've been police officer, been called pig, been called MFer.
Isn't a policeman like a very
it's very formal, but it's almost very old-fashioned formal.
Old-fashioned formal?
Yeah, it's like old-fashioned
formal. What do you prefer, kind sir?
No, it doesn't matter to me.
How about we are sick of your Jethro Bodine accounts causing mischief across the pond?
Dude.
You got a visit from Rachel Swanee of Derbyshire.
For those of y'all that don't follow me yet on Facebook, you can find me at Jethro Bodine. Please. You want to be a part of it, and I encourage you and welcome you to jump in the comments on my posts. And if you got to do it, you got to see what's going on.
Jethro is not affiliated with Defiance Press and Publishing. Jethro Bodine is his own account. We bear no responsibility for the post on Jethro Bodine's account.
Oh, lights. Thank you. There we go. What are you doing, man?
That makes me feel better, okay?
Does it? Does it make you feel better?
Me feel better.
Okay. Maybe.
I've got shit set up before I get in here. Fuck!
Jesus. What? Hey, man, listen.
I muted that.
Well,
didn't I?
No, we're running live, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, we're running live. That's okay. It's all right, man. But I would encourage people to come join me on Jethro Bodine.
Yes, go follow Jethro Bodine. Again, that has no affiliation with Defiance Press and Publishing on the Jethro Bodine account. Thank you very much.
Oh, God. That's good. It's good. We get people riled up and fired up. And
yes, we. By we, he means he. We in the house, in my household.
Scares the hell out of Travis.
This is
scares the hell out of him.
Yeah, there's been some.
You've
got a specific follower that's, don't say his name. That scares me.
Why is that?
Mark has fans, and I don't mean the good kind.
No.
And I don't mean the kind that support you. He's got hater tags.
I got haters. But you know who's really funny are the chicks. Because they'll sit there and they'll like be all angry and then they'll DM me, picture their tits.
Shut the front door, dude. You gotta stop. You can't do this. Make it stop.
It's funny because they'll be all hating on there like you're just a misogynist. You're a misogynistic pig.
Oh, yes. If you
You are-
follow Jethro Bodine's account, by the way, you will figure out how many conservative females are actually feminists.
They're all feminists. They're all feminists.
Just saying,
man.
if you want a little entertainment, you can go check it out over
Do
there.
you want me to tell you what the litmus?
What's up, Terry?
Is that Terry Weaver?
That's Doc.
Doc Weaver, the man, the myth, the legend.
Cheers.
Do you know the litmus test to find out if a woman is a feminist?
What's the litmus test? If they have an OnlyFans account?
Well, that's not right. I mean, that's just obvious. No, you ask them, should a woman go to jail for murder if she aborts her child?
Yeah.
That's the litmus test. If they say no, feminist, feminazi,
Die hard feminist Nazi. Feminazi.
feminazi. But if
Is that your
that's one of the go-tos.
is that the
Oh yeah,
gist of
I'll
it?
ask because I haven't come on. I have this conservative woman. I'm a conservative. I'm not a feminist. I go, baby, let me tell you something, sugar.
You
kid."
tell them, baby.
I say, honey, sweet cheeks, you're a flaming feminist. And let me ask you a question. What do you want? And I'll say, should a female go to prison? Well, a lot of times I'll precede it with this question. If a drunk driver hits a pregnant woman and kills both the woman and the baby,
Double homicide.
they will say every time it's double homicide. I'll say, okay.
Oh man, this one gets interesting.
If a woman goes and gets an abortion, should she be tried and found guilty of murder, which that is murder? Should she go to prison? 99 out of 100 women, conservatives, will say no.
Mm,
They're feminists, dude. They're feminists.
yeah.
So
Yeah, the GOP, the conservative base, we're pretty screwed.
yeah,
buddy.
we're pretty. Yeah,
We're looking pretty screwed out there.
They're
I just spit all over my sweater.
That's okay, dude. You look good when you got to spittle.
I got here. Look at that dollop.
Wow.
You want to get?
No, dude.
It said, "Wow."
I don't need no. No.
Folks, welcome to the Defiance Daily Show.
Ooh,
Happy Monday to
it's
you.
Monday.
We do these on Mondays now. We're going to
Monday.
start your week off really bad. We're going to stir your day up right now. We're going to cover the news. It's going to be depressing. We got no hope. We're done. It's over. Okay? It's over. We're screwed. There's no point anymore. Okay? Quit voting and watch your news slop and go into the nursing home at age 45 now. Try it out.
You don't have to go.
You really don't have to.
You know
do
what they're
that.
doing?
We're,
You know
we're
what
not going to be that bad today.
Do you know what they're
But
doing?
it is 12:25 Central.
Stan,
Gotta be-
assisted suicide now is becoming actually a
Oh,
pretty big deal.
euthanasia is so trendy. Like, what's the point of having a miserable life if you could just die?
Do you know the numbers? Coming out of
Man, I'm
Canada?
afraid to look, dude. You know what? I'm going to tell you something.
You ought to look the numbers up,
Dude,
It
you
is-
know I can do this on the fly, dude.
It is.
You know I can do this on the fly.
It's
I'll
unbelievable.
undo my and we'll just get to it.
It's unbelievable. And this is, and especially Christians. That's the other thing too. These women that call themselves Christian, and you say, should a woman go to prison for murdering a child for abortion? They'll say no. I'm telling you, man, we have screwed up. We have so screwed. But anyway, in Canada now, the numbers of people that are going, you make appointments. Your doctors now, the government healthcare they have in Canada, the one payer system.
Oh yeah,
No.
super trendy, super fetch.
Yeah,
Yes.
you literally make an appointment to go in, and they kill you in the doctor's office.
Let's hear about this. Canada now records well over 15,000 euthanasia deaths per year, and roughly 75 to 90,000 in total since legalization in 2016. Depending on whether you use federal total or higher independent estimates, really doesn't matter. The latest numbers, Health Canada's most recent annual report shows 16,499 people died through medical assistance in dying. Made. That's what they title it. Made.
Yeah.
A dirty house.
And by the way, what's the total population?
They always
Canada.
shove this stuff in your face with some kind of symbolic, like we're just cleaning up.
Yeah.
It's just a cleanup. That was 2024. About 5.1 343.
You book an appointment.
6,475, 2016 through two. So almost six, because you can't conceptualize a number of people dying in that amount. One person dies, you see the tragedy, they put it all over the news. But for some reason, why does this stuff numb most people?
What's the population of Canada?
Let's see here.
Landmass, Canada is a very large country, but population, it's small. And if you exclude all the Durka Indians, it's probably half, but you have to include them in because they're coming in and breeding like Indians.
So that was, if 16 was 5% of the population, so about 41 point. Here we go.
And this is, people don't like talking about it, but it is more than relevant. When you have,
dude, that's crazy.
When you turn your medical system into literally an arm, I mean, it's about genocide. That's genocide, dude. That is genocide.
Well, listen, we've gone through this a multitude of times here. Yeah, estimates that Canada's 41,540,000.
That's April Fool's thing. That's April Fool's.
Oh, that's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. Is it a joke in Canada?
Dude, this is crazy. It's over 40 million people on assistance here. That includes on SNAP assistance or here illegally.
No, 40 million on SNAP. There's about 70 million here illegally.
Let's take a look here. And I was curious, dude. You brought up the youth. That's why I like doing this show, man. We don't have a script. We kind of just go with it.
We go with it. We have these weird facts and figures in our heads.
I'm sure everybody wants all this other stuff. And don't worry, we will get to it.
You know what we need for that? You know what we need for those topics like that?
What's that?
We need a guest chick host to come in and let her try to unravel.
God, you know who I want to hear? Like Brett Cooper's actually really good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Or Lily Kate, man.
We need to get Lily Kate. She could be our special.
She'd be good at covering this stuff.
Oh, she'd be great. Love Lily.
Receiving MAID in Canada involves making a voluntary request, undergoing at least 2 medical assessments, meeting legal eligibility criteria, giving final consent before procedure. The path can take a minimum of 90 days for most people whose natural death is not considered reasonably foreseeable. So, all right, I'll just kind of walk through I guess you could call it a rant. But before this was even introduced, I was made fun of for this 20 years ago for talking about this paving the way for legal euthanasia somewhere in the 2040 timeframe. The people were making a bigger deal out of it. There's really no conspiracy to do it. How can you sit here? Okay, a few things. The academia that surrounded a lot of that. Much of it is a redesigned public favorable consumption of what used to be termed eugenics. Now, bioethics and the bioethics boards, they are responsible humanity and the humane levels of different types of applications of policy. So around climate change, for example, we talked about some of that last week. Now, let me ask you this. If a whole lesion of that it's overheating because of our consumption, producing citizens, okay, they're only consuming and somehow are only always the ones on the front lines for these mysterious what world would you live in where those would be the right people to be ethics boards on something like this? Just saying. The process. So first step is making the request. Typically starts by talking with the physician or nurse. So how does that conversation go? Hey there, mate.
Having a bad day.
My knee's really bum.
And I'm a little depressed.
I don't want to eat a bullet. So could you just euthanize me friendly like? Will it hurt? Asking questions. Asking questions or seeking information does not count as an official request. So you're making a request for legal authority to kill you. Are we?
Yes. No. We're
where there's no good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is for the people that they're suffering, man.
Yes.
This is the same thing they roll out with every technology that ends up turning out to kill us or enslave us. It's either for convenience, but it's for the paraplegics, man. It's for the people that are blind. You mean to say if you you didn't have any limbs, you wouldn't want to die? It's like, you do realize there's people out there that are grateful for every breath,
living productive lives,
having
kids.
And they don't have just because you can barely stay in your life yourself with entertainment nonstop, and it's like now you get too many people are eligible to vote.
Heard about euthanasia?
When did you first hear about that, Mark?
I heard the first time I'd ever heard that term, and I didn't know what it meant. Euthanasia. I thought it said something to do with Chinese people, young Chinese people.
I thought it was like Mountasia, like a fun park.
Like a fun park. No,
like an amusement park.
No, I heard about it. Believe it or not, watched a film in church back in 1974, shortly after Roe vs. Wade. It was a film that featured a pastor named Adrian Rogers. Fascinating individual. And Roe v. Wade had just been passed, and the abortion thing was on. And I remember them making a prediction that by the end of the century, by year 2000, there would be over 1 million babies aborted in America. They predicted this horrible number.
Oh,
they said, here's the next thing. It starts with abortion, will lead to euthanasia. And I'm going, what's it? But then they explain it. First of all, the number of 1 million murdered babies, people thought that was the most ridiculous, outlandish. Anybody that would ever believe that 1 million abortions could happen within the borders of the United States of America over a period was absolutely ridiculous. What happened? Where were we at? I mean, we're now closing in on 70 million murdered babies.
The World Health Organization estimates that about 73 million induced abortions occur worldwide each year.
Each year. Worldwide. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
These are model-based estimates synthesizing data and research studies. So they are probably much higher than that.
No, it's the
Guttmacher Institute estimates about 1.038 million clinically provided abortions in the U.S. without total abortion bans in 2024. A slight increase. It's like you can go fly to California, honey, and still,
California, go to any state. I mean,
you can go to
there's only a handful of states that make a difference.
people. That's 73 million people. You know what's remarkable products
and big screen
and big screen TVs.
Yeah.
They doesn't help.
Come on down and get them.
Contribute to helping your family out. And then some of the other ones that were getting shot by cops because they were being violent. So that could have been an astronaut. That could have been a doctor. So that's why you see those memes when it's like the usual corporates involved in some of these crimes. And they're like,
you do know
looks like a doctor to me. Looks like a pack of nuclear scientists, if I ever seen one. It's like a running joke among it. But it's like,
but you
can apply it to that. But that's 73 million people in there. There's a legit shot. One of those was a president somewhere, right? Or an astronaut or a chemist. No, instead, it's the black folks that are rioting and looting. That's we need. We need to make. Race? We need to bring humane arguments for it.
Why do you have to be racist?
I'm just making a point, man.
I'm
just making a point.
I mean,
I'm not. I can't be racist. I'm half Hispanic. Oh. Isn't that how it works?
Okay. Well, you brought up astronaut. You do know the first living being into space for the United States, right?
Who's that? Are you gonna say a monkey, dude? Mark, dude,
the first astronaut.
Who was the first astronaut, Mark?
Well, the Russians used a dog.
Oh, okay.
But the U.S.
Who did we use?
We used. He went by Ham. That was his name.
Ham.
Mm-hmm. He's a little chimp.
Do we? Mark,
you gonna look it up?
This is the Jethro Bodine segment. This is the part where I might cut the feed. You tell me, buddy.
I'm just, dude. Look,
okay, we get it, Mark. The first person we sent was a monkey.
It was.
You trying to say something? You being racist, dude?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything. He succeeded. Came back alive.
Don't chimp out on me, dude.
Dude, he came back alive. And his name was Ham.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool story.
Cool story. I don't know how we got there, but I kind of have an idea.
Well, I mean, it always seems to go that way. You went down that road.
Don't even try.
Anyway,
back to our euthanasia talk. To make a formal request, the person completes a written made request. Just, dude, the terminology. Want to have it made? Fill out this form. We'll kill you.
Think about that. You're going to what is the Hippocratic Oath?
Dude, I remember talking because I remember talking to my wife about this. This is what's crazy. No, you've got multiple practices with the gender mutilation. So you've got literal castration. I mean, just sterilization, right? You've got that. You've got abortion practices. Dude, there's no Hippocratic Oath anymore, Mark. What are you talking about? Do no harm. Fill out this form and we'll kill you.
We'll kill you.
Fill out this form and we'll kill you, baby.
Yeah.
Fill out or get me in a room with your child alone with some guidance counselors and we'll chop his wiener off.
Yeah.
Or take out her ability to reproduce.
Yeah.
All in the name of putting
cut her boobs off and give her
cut off a piece of her leg, give her a fake mangled dang-a-lang.
Have you seen those things?
Oh, don't.
Dude.
I don't want to do it.
Okay. It's evil. It is satanic. And here's the thing. By the way, I generate a little bit of
God, this is crazy, dude.
Jethro Bodine on the Facebook because I'll ask questions like, can you imagine an America where we can just talk our moms out of murdering their children? And you'll never guess who loses their minds when I say stuff like that.
I would. You're probably going to have to indulge me, man. Well, I would never guess.
When, I'll just make a statement like, hey, would abortion even be legal? Would abortion even be an issue today if there was no 19th Amendment? And I think it's easy to say, and we can look at polling, there would be no abortion. Abortion wouldn't even be a topic if it weren't for the 19th Amendment.
It's crazy too, because a lot of not a lot of it, but the big swath of people that were doing abortions back then, it included the rich and the affluent, and it was for people out of wedlock.
Mm-hmm. To avoid embarrassment.
Just avoiding embarrassment on that.
And accountability.
Which
that's a woman's.
Oh, that's a bad word.
Yeah.
Women
don't like that word.
Anyway, the point being that, yes, that's it's a very feminist angle on that. That's a very easy case. Marcus, I would venture to say,
that low-hanging fruit?
If there was no 19th Amendment, there wouldn't be any of this stuff.
No, there wouldn't be transgender stuff. There wouldn't be pride flags.
And look, this is what's interesting, because this democracy model is a Western idea. It's a new thing. And honestly, really wasn't practiced until the 20s, 30s, right?
Yeah.
That's when it really started.
Well, 1913 is when the Republic died.
So it just so happens all the Western nations follow this same blueprint path down total emasculation, these depopulation agenda efforts, and they're all geared towards the feminine. I said it. Okay.
You're going to make all kinds of enemies.
The written request must be signed and dated in front of at least one independent witness. One who also signs the form and must not benefit from the person's death.
So they can't be a receptor of any insurance money.
Totally humane. By law, a person must be assessed by 2 independent doctors and nurse practitioners to confirm if they meet eligibility criteria.
But
one of those doctors,
dude,
probably has a nose ring and purple hair.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh God, dude, this is pretty awful.
It's sick, right? No,
this is pretty awful, dude.
This is sick stuff.
Assessors look at factors such as being an adult eligible for publicly funded healthcare, having a serious and incurable illness, being in an advanced state of irreversible decline, experiencing intolerable suffering, and being capable of making healthcare decisions. During these assessments, practitioners must ensure the request is voluntary and not the result of external pressure or corrosion.
I sound like Michael Myers.
Coercion. They must also inform the person about the other ways to relieve suffering, such as palliative care, counseling, disability supports, or community service. Canada now uses this as a 2-track safeguard system, one set of rules for people whose natural death is considered reasonably foreseeable, and stricter safeguards for those who listen. The whole hospital care industry and everything is not about saving lives anymore. It's about ideological. Man, I just had deja vu there. That was wild. That was pretty wild.
You came back pretty quick. Did you have deja vu again?
Yeah, thanks. That was clever. You're a clever guy. Touch my leg. For the non-foreseeable future, death track eligibility assessments must take at least 90 days from the assessment. The form amended to so there's a 10-day reflection period.
Now, hang on. Does this language remind you of anything else? Remember when the transgender thing first started coming on? They said, listen, we're not just going to be going lopping off willy-nilly.
We're just not going to turn Johnny and Jane overnight. There's going to be is there a 10-day reflection period about chopping off your genitals?
Yes, there's all kinds of reflection.
They don't even notify the parents.
Yeah. No, but when it was sold to us, all these things were saying, all these safeguards were in place.
Right. This is all the same stuff with about.
Do you know how many girls are running around out there that have double mastectomies? I mean, Travis, do you know how many girls are out there running around with these horrible scars, that have lost the ability to have children? Boys who have their penises cut off or have been permanently castrated. I know people don't like thinking about this, but that's part of the problem in how we got here.
Right.
Nobody wants to think about. We want to ignore the problem. And we are going to be held accountable.
Well, stuff adds up over
We're
time,
going
man.
to be held accountable for this.
Whether you believe in God or not, man, there's a judgment coming, dude.
We're
How
all.
can you not look at this and think that, man, I better get my shit together? I better.
We're
get
all
it together.
going to be held accountable. The ones who are quiet about these things, the ones that just ignore it, the ones that don't want to talk about it, the ones that don't, you're going to be held most accountable, sir.
Gotta
ma'am.
answer. Gotta answer. For
You are going to answer.
Man, that's a lot of. I mean, close to 100,000 people since 2006. Look, and every case. And again, most of the arguments are going to come from the lady side of the aisle. What's the point? What's the point of having a life if you're going to suffer? It's like, look, this is not your realm. It's not your realm.
No,
it's not your realm.
This is the reason
That's just
why
the truth of the matter. It's not your realm.
It's why the founders said you can't let women vote and you can't let them lead in political positions, because a woman's mind, the way her mind works, and it's wonderful for raising small children. It is horrible. It is horrible for coming up with political ideas and laws and things like this. Anytime you have feminine energy, it's going to end up killing a lot of people. It's just, that's the fact.
Yeah, there's roles for a reason.
There's roles for a reason.
There's roles for a reason.
Absolutely.
And one of those militant and violent roles belongs to men for a very specific reason. It isn't to kill and slaughter. That's not the real reason.
No.
It's to protect.
It's keep it
literally
from getting
to protect. It's to keep it civilized and get it in a certain way. You can't do that if we're all operating off of feelings.
Feelings.
You want some Libby?
Nothing more than feelings.
Hang on, I wanted to get you got to the 40 million number on people that occupy Canada. Okay. Canada is a country of 40 million. Canada's population mid-2025 is 41.5 to 41.7. In the U.S. fiscal year 2024, SNAP served an average of about 41.7 million people per month. That's 12.3% of the U.S. population. The number of people on SNAP in these benefits is equivalent to feeding an entire country of Canada. That's where we are. 40. We're basically subsidizing an entire country of people within our own country.
Can you pull some pictures up of some of these SNAP benefit beneficiaries?
Yeah, I can do that.
Because I'm thinking that if these people are on SNAP, if they're on government assistance, if they're on the verge of starving to death, my mind, I'm picturing something that looks about like the pictures we saw of, concentration camps or POW camps, or people that are
you're gonna make
malnourished or people that live in famine with these bloated bellies and flies around their face and
oxygen bellies,
the sunken eyes and the ribs coming out. I mean, obviously, if people are needing assistance with their food budget, if they can't feed themselves, they've got to be on the brink of starvation. Is that correct? Or I mean,
these people do not look like they're on the brink of starvation.
What do you mean they don't look like they're on the brink of starvation?
They're fat.
What do you mean they're fat?
They're morbidly obese.
What are you talking about? You're making this up. Why would you say such a thing? I think what you're doing is,
I can't go find all your
poverty.
You're gonna make me go back to all these awful videos that we steered away from.
No, you didn't have to do anything. I just said, did you have any pictures of some of these EBT recipients? Because I'm thinking
I got some of this,
that they're on the verge of starvation, and that they're just ribs protruding, the distended, malnourished bellies, the sunken eyes. When I think of the old National Geographic, when they'd go over to Africa and they'd take pictures of these people during drought conditions and famine conditions, and they're just, got the buzzard in the background waiting to, come over and eat the little kids and stuff like that as they die on the side of the road. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, if you're, if in America, the richest country in the history of mankind, in human history, the richest, wealthiest, most generous country in the history of humanity, We've got 40 plus million people living within our borders that require the government to buy them groceries so that they can survive. Man, that is a shocking number. I'm just wondering where all this is it a famine, or why are these people hungry, Travis? What is the what's the issue with that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Hang on, I'm get a situation going here, I think.
Uh-oh. We got a situation going on right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put up a red alert. We got I pressed the button, but no, that didn't work. We used to have some buttons on this thing that, oh, they're over there. Travis hid the buttons from me that I make the little noise makers on. He said, yeah, Mark, you can't do that. But anyway, we'll just do a little commercial here while we're tackling this one thing. But seriously, I think we all know I'm being a little bit facetious and being a little silly in asking about the condition, the health condition of these recipients of SNAP benefits in the United States of America today. Are they starving to death? What do they look like? Are they on death's door? Why is it necessary for the U.S. government? And I think enough of us have seen who these people actually are. They're all grossly obese. Yes, they're fat. They should be fat shamed. They should be shamed. The last thing they need is the government to feed them, because all they do is they go down and buy Pop-Tarts, chicken nuggets, soda pop, grape drink, things that are loaded with chemicals and sugars and high fructose corn syrup and other processed just junk. And now they're all diabetics. So not only are they gross, morbidly obese, suffer from high blood pressure, and they're now diabetics. So guess what they're also in? If they can't afford groceries, can they afford to go to the doctor and get their metformin? And
this was when the EBT influencer craze started coming out. This was back in August. This is from Katie Miller. She posted, "This is how the U.S. spent over $5 trillion on healthcare last year. Healthcare is the largest category of federal spending, outpacing both Social Security and defense." Take a look at this. Trying to back up Mark's point here, because this is good stuff. Let's see how I can. Let's see if I can share.
I don't even know how Travis looks at this. He got this little tiny micro screen.
I got that micro crane.
You got a micro crane?
Yeah, I got a micro crane. You like my micro? Oh, look, I got the micro crane working.
And I don't even know how even.
You like that micro crane? Can we do it like that? Maybe that's better.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll like that better. Oh, God. Yeah. Just more of us, please. Let's not do that.
Jeez.
Let's do that layout there.
I don't even know how you even.
Okay. Now let me go back to the window, because we don't have a team here. It's just
me and Travis. That's all it is.
Folks, if you can't hear the audio, let me know. And then I'll beat one of our staff until we get audio in here.
He might beat me.
As a 37-year-old full-time working mom of 3 boys who also moved her parents in with her. So we have groceries today from 3 different places. We got groceries from Sam's, Walmart, 4 places. Sam's, Walmart, Food Lion, and Piggly Wiggly. And I will tell you the totals for each at the end, and then a grand total. So we got 2 containers of the 2-bite brownies. 2 of those because they'll be gone so quick. We got 1 big thing of Cinnamon Toast Crunch because we still had some left over from last trip. So we didn't need as much this time.
Unbelievable.
We got a big box of the oatmeal cream pies. We got some tea. We got some cereal bars.
Unbelievable.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Unbelievable.
5 big bags of fries. I got some conditioner, Q-tips, children's Tylenol, some cucumbers, some lettuce. There's that good old Louis bread from the Piggly Wiggly. Some bananas. We got 6 blocks of the Monterey Jack cheese. We got a watermelon. We got 2 big things of mayonnaise because we be going through some mayonnaise. We got some grapes. We got some eggs. 2 things of the allergy medicine. Some deodorant for my dad. Some antacid for my mom. Lip gloss that my mom got. 2 blocks of the mozzarella cheese, 6 blocks of the mild cheddar cheese. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My
peppers.
God.
We got these subs for Bryson. He absolutely loves the Italian Hero subs at Walmart. We got 4 of these for him, so this should last him for quite a few days here. We got 1 Mountain Dew because we still have a few of those left, and Brantley is literally the only one that drinks them. We got a box of Fruit Loops. We got 1 bag of the purple Doritos. We got a thing of buttermilk, a big bag of sugar. We got 2 gallons of milk. We got a thing of nabs. We got the Fruit Loops with marshmallows. We got some Oreos. We got 2
Dude, I can't do this. Hang on. Let's get to the
It
end
was
here.
$95.52. And my mom has a total for me. So all of that together is $476.68 today. So a little bit less than last time. But the crazy thing is that we left a lot of stuff off of the list this time because we didn't run out.
Guys,
Question, real quick question for you.
go.
Is this fat, disgusting bitch? Is that all? No, she's a disgusting fat
Roger.
bitch.
Roger,
Is-
get him.
Is that
He's what?
was that on EBT? Is that what that was?
Yeah, that whole total, that's a lot more than $400 worth of groceries, my friend. Thank you for helping actually thank me.
So,
Thank all of us.
and-
Look, guys, this is out of fucking control. This is so very simple.
do you hear the kids in the background?
The
What are the kids? What are their
Dude,
What are
that,
the
that
kids
was like 10 bottles of soda. You know, you got this perfect storm of so you've got all these people thinking we're overpopulated. Then you've got a poisonous food supply just ransacking the public in the Western world, especially here in America. Just an absolute cocktail chemical consumption just bomb that we're just unleashing. And then you got the healthcare expenses exploding. You want to know why your doctor visit costs so much? That was a piece of it right there.
That's it.
Because there's hundreds of millions of this shit that's happening. This isn't about making
Billions,
people
not
feel
hundreds of
bad.
millions. Billions.
Oh, you know, and it's like when you talk about this stuff, oh, you should be okay with who you are. So only when you're fat and obese and you're at risk of killing yourself and ending your life early and doing all this, only then are you to be okay with yourself. But any other reason, if you think you're a male when you're a female, or if you think you're a female when you're a male, that's when you're not supposed to be okay with yourself. You can only be okay with yourself if you die early. Do you get it? You get what I'm saying here? They want you dead. That's the basic gist of it. Now, that whole list there, that is nothing but a future hospital visit. That's all you just saw. That's all you just saw there. So when the healthcare expenses expand up and we're all playing this stupid health insurance game with getting their coverage, I may not do it. I may just start paying out of my shit.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm heavily debating
If you eat right
internally. I'm just like, is it worth even paying the insurance when I know my family is not gonna? We're just not gonna. I'm going to do everything in my power. And listen, we talked about this before, Mark. What was that? 2 episodes ago. You can drive yourself crazy trying to avoid every little thing that's going to poison you, your packaging. Eat a lot of meat. Okay. Grass fed, if you can do it. Try to avoid as much plastic as possible. Go glass, go stainless steel. Get a reverse osmosis. With the amount of money I know we all are spending on random junk, especially I have this big thing now with buying kids toys. Too many freaking toys.
Are they
What
toys
are we
for
doing?
you or are they?
No, I'm talking about kids' toys. There is no realm of reality. If you looked in my house, my wife is going to read me for this one later. I don't care. There's too many toys. When you have too many options, they're not even going to play with a single one. So that's hundreds of dollars sitting around scattered all over the floor. Just get a few. You know, the whole point of
What did we
your
used to-
childhood,
you're too young.
dude.
You don't remember.
I grew up outside.
That's what
I grew up outside.
we made swords
Now,
out
when-
of sticks.
You know what was interesting? When I turned into a teenager, that's when I started going back indoors and playing video games. My dad used to make fun of us so much for this stuff. And I never really got it until later when I was older. And now I'm looking at my kids going, they ain't staying inside playing no damn Nintendo, doing on that thing there. Too much screen time, too many damn toys. When was childhood supposed to be this commercial consumption of every toy under the sun? I get it. I like to buy things for my family and see them cheer up and smile. But there's a point where it becomes ridiculous.
Do you know what my grandkids get?
Probably nothing.
No. You know what my grandkids get for birthday or Christmas?
Words of wisdom.
Well, I don't know about that, but I'll tell you what I get them.
Books?
No. They get 1 ounce pure silver coins.
Oh, dude, that's a good gift.
That's what since they were born. That's all they get.
I like that.
They get a, and I'll mix it up. I'll get one from the Australian koala or the Canadian maple, or
I like that.
But they each get a silver 1 ounce coin. We don't do toys or books. I will
give this to them each year until they turn 18, and then when we're all long gone, by the time, if they know anything of value and they're being taught that, they'll be reinforced that and keep those. How much are those going to be worth when they get older?
Well, I can tell you this: when I first started buying for my very first grandkid, it was about $10 an ounce. Today, I think if you look at the silver spot, I think it's $58 an ounce. So yeah, huge increase. But it gets them in the mode of thinking about the future, value, what is money, what is currency, what is intrinsic value, these types of things. But yeah, I don't buy them toys. And of course, the other grandparents, they want to buy them toys, and all of a sudden they go, man, well, you're the asshole grandpa, aren't you? And I go, no, when they're 18, 19, 20, they're going to look back and go,
that's a lot of, I'm realizing that. I really realized that after my pops passed. Look, he
was pretty smart, wasn't he, Travis?
My dad, man, I miss him so damn much. Let me tell you, what was I getting to with that?
Well, we were talking about gifts for the kids and too many toys, and we're just spoiling these kids and it becomes, I think part of the problem with today's youth and young people is they're so overly stimulated.
Oh, dude, okay, dude, you're gonna get me venting. I didn't even know we were going on these. Sometimes I'll come home, right, and the TV's on. The TV's on in the other room. There's music blaring. He's got his phone. My son's 2. He's 2 years old. And then the wife, I'm so overstimulated. I was like, I'm overstimulated. I just walked in the door. Well, why are there 3 screens on and one of them being watched and none of them are on the TV? There's toys. It's like a bomb. It's just off. It just went off when I went at work. It's off. Now I'm walking into a rubble. I'm in a third world country in my new home. I'm not picking on you, honey. I love you.
He does love you.
It's out of control. They don't need all this overstimulation. They don't need 300 choices to choose from. If you put a bunch of toys in front of a child, they're going to play with these, and then they're just going to disengage. Now, none of the toys that I paid for are being played with. Little pieces at a time. They can have a couple, and you can interchange them out, do whatever. And apparently that's what she's been doing. But I don't understand it. This isn't Christmas is not about, or birthdays even for that matter. It's not about commercial consumption. It's got deeper meaning to it. Got to bring it back to that. I want to be, I can't wait for Christmas. I love Christmas, man. Mainly, it's a thought of being inside with the family around the Christmas tree, eating, drinking. Yes, giving around some gifts, but it's not the gifts that are doing it. Like this is how the conversations go in my house when my wife asks, "What do you want for Christmas?"
Guys don't want anything.
I don't want anything.
Guys don't want anything.
My joy comes from watching y'all open the gifts.
But that's a guy thing, Travis.
No, I love that. I like watching, because we used to do, so when my mom and dad would get us gifts, we take turns opening the gifts, and then they do it, and I'd be like, "What is this? It's taking so long to open the gifts." It wasn't until I was older I realized like Dad wanted to see everybody's reaction to what everybody got. He didn't know what all gifts Mom, but he enjoyed watching the reactions of us opening gifts in front of him, so he could enjoy. I'm the same way now. I just want to see, I want to see my wife's reaction. I want to see the kids' reaction. It's a very wholesome thing. Drinking hot cocoa, listening to Christmas music, and I'll have a little bourbon in mine.
Helps you get you through.
I like it. I love it.
Okay,
it's the best holiday there is. And I went off on a tangent there. Where were we going with that?
No. That's a really good tangent, actually. So here's the deal. And I think one of the reasons why we're in the mess that we're in is because we have fallen for and it's only because of modernity that this has happened. Everybody's looking to be happy. It's like the goal is to be happy.
Right.
We as a society went off the rails when we think that the goal is to be happy.
Mm.
And the older you get, the more mature you get, the smarter you get, the more intelligent you get, you understand that happy is, first of all, it's relative. It's also fleeting.
It's not a permanent state of being.
You can't just be.
Right.
And here's the thing. Where in any sort of philosophy or religion is it say that the goal is to be happy? Now,
Well,
I know,
that's why they say in the Declaration, right? The pursuit.
well, now, do you know what that means?
Actually, yeah, you explain this. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay.
Mark's going to go on. You go on, Big Daddy.
So this is one of the things people, but what about the founder said, the pursuit of happiness? When that document was written, when Jefferson penned that, it was for a very specific reason. Everybody back then knew what that phrase meant, the pursuit of happiness. What it actually meant was the pursuit of wisdom and virtue. If you pursue wisdom and virtue, you would begin this journey towards happiness or fulfillment or purpose. It had nothing to do about being in this state, this euphoric state of happiness.
Is that how you get stuff like this?
What is that? What are you looking? Or is that on the screen or what?
Mhm. I'm sharing with the class.
No, okay, hold on, what's going on here?
Here, let me go. This is what our society is.
What am I looking at? What is that?
It's a butt carrying backpack for your animals. You're talking about the pursuit of happiness. What is it with this stupid
what?
where you got to bring your animal with you everywhere you go now? What is wrong with us? Dude,
Okay.
it's this kind of stuff that I'm talking about just drives me absolutely nuts.
We get in trouble when we think that pleasure and happiness are the goal. That's where we screw.
Yeah, and
up.
then you end up wearing butt backpacks for your cats
in
or your animals.
But yet she's on 4 different antidepressants
Oh, God.
and she's self-medicating with a bottle of wine every night.
And
This
that's
is the problem.
This is the stuff we're talking about.
This is what we're talking about. This is the problem. And this is the need that society has for real men. Men are the governors of this, men are the regulators of this. It takes a strong masculine man in the family to say, no, it's not all about happiness. It's about doing your chores, your responsibilities. Yes, the kids, the children. Hey, have you done your chores? Not how much screen time have you had? You sit there and I hear parents talk about how they regulate screen time. Do you know how to regulate screen time with your kids? Put them to freaking work. Give them a bunch. Your kids need to be working. They need responsibilities. They need to be, whether it's mowing the grass, sweeping, doing the laundry, cleaning, straightening up. They need to have areas of responsibility that they're responsible for. And this comes from men, the leadership of the family. And without it, all we do is we're raising kids that are pasty. They're fat. They don't get outside.
Hey, don't get all braggy because you got a sun-kissed skin here. All right? Y'all see that? He's being palest. That's what I'll call it. You're being a palest.
A palest?
Because you soak in the sun in Paducah, Texas. Ooh, I'm Mark. I don't give gifts to kids, man. I just shit in your chimney right on your fire while you're roasting a marshmallow. Call it a chocolate s'more. Screw y'all and your overstimulated bullshit. This Western world shit, man.
Oh,
No,
my
it's,
God.
listen, these are all good points you're making because life, it is about more.
You're gonna fail if you
And
pursue,
you're-
if you
listen,
chase happiness. You're gonna
Chasing
fail.
happiness or making people happy all the time, you're not going to be able to do it.
No.
It's one of the main things that contributes to failure is trying to please everybody, pleasing yourself all the time, pleasing other people, caring about what people think and doing all this kind of stuff. I'm all that shit.
Good.
And now I got to sit here with Mark's sun-kissed toasted skin,
God.
just feeling inferior because you're being palest. You're such an animal. You're such an animal.
How did we get on? Well, anyway, look,
It was a good rant though, buddy.
Hey, listen, man. The other thing that I will tell you, and this is just experience from raising kids and now grandkids and this and that. And for those of y'all that are younger, maybe you're thinking about having a family. I want you to understand this, and this is a fact as much as it is that the sun is going to set in the west today. When it comes to people in general, but especially your kids, trust me on this. The more you give them, the more they will expect and the less they will appreciate it. I promise, mark it in stone, carve it, put it in titanium. The more you give your kids, the less they will appreciate it and the more they will expect it. I promise you. Trust me on that one. That is if there's anything that you can learn, that one will save you years of absolute anguish and frustration and probably save your kid's life. I mean, because we just saw that double homicide with Rob Reiner and his wife, very, very tragic, and their own kid cut their throats, and their kid is suffering from all kinds of apparently psychotic issues or
Whatever they put in the AMA handbook now. I mean, they're just gonna.
I'm sure that kid was
There's
spoiled.
gonna be yeah. You know, I was just seeing this because we saw who's the I only know him from Wolf of Wall Street, that famous director that just died, apparent homicide in his home. Let me see. And when you said that about the child, oh man. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just Rob Reiner.
Yeah, Rob Reiner. Yeah.
Now his son. So Rob Reiner is dead.
Yeah, and his wife.
Him and his wife were found this weekend, but they just arrested his son, who has been booked on the suspicion of the murder of his parents. Now we don't know a lot of details as of yet. Listen to the New York Times head. Trump seizes on Reiner's death to attack him. Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, but there was pictures and videos of his son. They were apparently going around on tour and a documentary to it. But I couldn't help but look at his son and just think, you know, addicted to drugs and all these things, millionaire household.
Spoiled. I guarantee it's spoiled.
How there's the problems that Western people face compared to other parts of the world are just so pathetic, man. You get addicted to drugs, you live this millionaire. How are your kids turning out this awful to the point where they're going to kill you, you know, eventually? He's being booked on suspicion of murder. Again, that's Rob Reiner's death. Him and his wife were found murdered this weekend. And the son has been booked on suspicion. You look at this kid, dude, it just has, it just makes me sad that you don't need to be a millionaire like Rob Reiner to have a son that's like this. There's some capacity for mental illness or it's like, man, these aren't real struggles. They're just not. Compared to the rest of the world or how we used to live 150 years ago, man, this is just what a weak society we've become. And there's a prescription for every ailment under the sun. I'm not bashing anybody who takes this kind of stuff, but really, I mean, come on. Let's make Christmas great again. All right. Let's make it about Jesus Christ
Thank you.
Let's make it about the camaraderie in the family, being close, playing games with each other, not get too consumed with the commercial aspect of it. And I say that as someone who enjoys it. I love watching my family open gifts that I bought for them, that Santa bought for them. Even though Santa,
Did Santa buy, or I thought Santa made
Santa
it.
is a Coca-Cola product, by the way.
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's a whole history. I'm not going to get into shitting on Christmas right now.
What are you talking about? What do you mean Santa's a product of Coca?
Santa
No,
is a
I
Coca-Cola
thought,
product.
but no, Santa makes the toys, dude. Him and his elves. They don't buy them, do they? They don't buy them. Santa.
I just watched the movie Elf for the first time, by the way.
Oh, great movie.
Now I get why people on my feed were eating spaghetti and maple syrup.
And maple syrup, dude. Isn't that freaking awesome?
Just the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
What are you talking about? That's what
I
they
ate
have in the
some for
North Pole.
breakfast this morning.
Hey, do you want me to tell you something?
With
that's
some
really good?
Christmas sprinkles.
No, wait a second. You want me to tell you something? Okay. Now I want you to try it. Don't say anything about it right here until you try it. And I know you'll try. It's horrible for you, but try it. Okay. Make some noodles.
Oh God.
Any type of pasta noodles you want, whatever your preference.
So I could do some angel hair pasta.
Nah, I wouldn't do angel hair.
No angel hair. What
But you
about
could do-
penne pasta? Penne
Yeah.
pasta.
That works perfect.
Menegut?
Okay. Melt down some real butter.
Mm.
Real butter. Put that over your pasta and then sprinkle powdered sugar and cinnamon.
That actually sounds very disgusting. I will try it.
I want you to try it. I want
Honestly,
you and
that
Br-
kind
I
of
want
stuff,
you- I
it
want you and
seems like
Brittany
it
to
would
try
take. So you said butter,
Okay, butter and then
powdered sugar,
sugar.
and cinnamon.
and then cinnamon.
Man, that sounds fabulous, Marcus.
It's just it'll just make your
Is it
thighs burn.
kosher?
It's
Is it?
it's a kosher.
Are we gonna go that route in today's show?
I'll discuss amongst yourself.
Discuss amongst yourselves, okay?
I'm verklempt myself.
In the clip. Oh God, man, I love Christmas time. What's
I do
today?
too.
This is the
Well,
15th.
okay, what is your favorite? What is your favorite Christmas song, Travis? What is your favorite Christmas song?
I always like to point out the one that everybody on the left freaks out about, which is "Baby It's Cold Outside."
That's a great song.
I like that
Classic.
song.
It's a
but
good one.
It's not really if I had, because I do put on vinyl records for Christmas, I love the sound of crackling vinyl.
Nothing like it, is
Christmas.
there? It's just awesome.
In a
Brings
dark,
me-
dim lit house, bunch
because
of
it
Christmas
brings
lights
back
on.
memories.
God, I love Christmas.
I do too.
Goodness gracious.
So your favorite Christmas songs or carols? What?
No, okay, so it might be the Jingle Bell Rock, dude.
Oh, really? So some a little snappy. I'm gonna go with Nat King Cole, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. I am telling
God,
you,
you're boring.
there's something about that song.
Something
Come
about
on,
it makes me
dude.
want to go to flip.
No,
I want to go to flip.
are you kidding? Nat King Cole, bro. That voice, and then Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Come on, man.
Honestly,
Come on,
I'm
man.
not downing it. I actually like it a lot.
How about okay? All right.
Oh, okay. Now you're making me. I'm having to look up because I reserve the right to change my tune.
No. You're absolutely.
See what I did there?
No, you can have
Ooh,
several.
a Holly Jolly Christmas.
That's a good, with Burl Ives, the original
I like Santa Baby too,
Santa Baby. That's a good one.
but usually.
Okay, what traditions?
Oh, have yourself a Merry,
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas.
Frank Sinatra, Frankie Blue
Ooh.
Eyes, dude. Ooh.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Dang, man, this is damn Jingle Bell Rock's so good though.
How about Silent Night, Holy Night?
I love that. Come on, dude, you're making this hard now.
That's good, ain't it? That's the one. That's the
That's
classic.
a really, really good one.
Especially some of the different people that have George Strait's version of that is really good. Of course, George can sing anything and it'd be just instant hit.
I mean, there's always the classic Christmas in Dixie's a good one.
Christmas in Dixie's very good. Also, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, dude. Tex
Classic.
Tex
Classic.
Ritter. How about
Oh, dude, it might be Dreaming of a White Christmas.
Bing Crosby, the original?
The original, yes.
Okay. Next question. What are your favorite Christmas movies or Christmas TV shows.
Oh, you're getting into the good stuff.
Yeah,
buddy.
I want to. So now, and there can be a couple of different categories.
Okay. So
We can
where
go
are we
pure
starting here?
nostal-
We're
okay.
starting with Christmas
Okay,
movies.
no. Let's do this. Nostalgia first, from whatever generates the most fond childhood memories of. So let's do Christmas TV shows first.
I never
See,
really
when I-
watched a big. I don't really know any Christmas TV shows.
Okay, now
Only
wait a minute.
movies.
Do you remember before cable TV, or you were born after cable TV, right? Did you guys always do
1988?
Okay, so you had cable. So when I was a kid, it was before cable TV.
Okay.
So you had 3 channels, and then maybe you had a couple of VHF channels. All right. So you had channel 2. This is Houston. Channel 2, channel 11, channel 13. 8 was public TV. And then later on, 26 and 39 came along. But when I grew up as a kid, basically you had 3 network TV stations. And you would get the TV chronologue in the newspaper on Sunday.
Okay.
And you could look in advance and see what the scheduling for TV was throughout the week. And when it came to Christmas time, what we always look forward to, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, bro. Dude, that was bringing in the season.
Is that the clay animation one?
Yes.
So I've seen some of those. They're kind of creepy, but I do like them.
Oh, but dude, that was
I do.
Frosty the Snowman.
I mean, the only one I can't really say a favorite TV show because it was mainly Charlie Brown.
Oh, the Peanuts Christmas.
The Peanuts Christmas,
Yes.
the Charlie Brown Christmas, which was a
Yes.
super classic. I want my kids to
Do you know
watch.
when that
Charlie
came out?
Brown was so wholesome,
Do
dude.
you know when that came
I hope
out?
I don't find out something about
No,
that
no,
one
no,
later.
no. It
like
was
Mickey
real.
Mouse sticking his you know what.
No.
making holes in
Charles
cheese.
Schultz was real. Do you know when the Charlie Brown Christmas first debuted on TV the first year?
Wasn't it in the
1965, bro.
I thought so.
1965.
I didn't realize Charlie Brown was that much of a.
Well, it started out as a cartoon strip in a newspaper. by
Okay.
Charles Schultz.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. That
Speaking of cartoon strips, that made me think of Dilbert. Scott Adams is currently battling cancer. Scott Adams, we really enjoy his material. Hoping all the best for him. I saw he was paralyzed from the waist down. He's getting radiation treatment. My understanding is he's got prostate
I don't know
cancer.
who that is, Travis. I apologize.
Scott Dilbert,
I've heard Dilbert before, but I don't
I'd have to show you too. If
Okay.
you don't know him, you don't know him.
yeah, I don't.
But okay, Christmas songs. I'm gonna go with
How about Grandma got run over by a reindeer? Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
what
Come
about
home from our house Christmas Eve.
you heard the illegal immigrant version of Feliz Navidad?
I know, but please share.
Police stop my car.
Dun, 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 dun.
Police stop my car.
Dun, 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 dun.
And then it goes down as
Police
police roll
stop
the
my-
block. Police roll the block. I just came out the window and said, go back home. Police roll the block. Okay. All right. I think mine's gonna have to be
Jeez.
it's gonna be White Christmas, I think.
You really like the White Christmas.
Yeah.
Irving Berlin.
It'll probably change next year, but if I had to walk into the house with the fire going, all that stuff, I want to hear. Let's hear that White Christmas.
Christmas.
And then following that would definitely be Frankie Blue Eyes. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
And then when the night starts going, we're opening gifts, we're drinking. It's Jingle Bell Rock time.
Jingle Bell Rock time. That's when it gets a little
Now-
snappy.
For shows, I don't really have one, but I just put Charlie Brown because that's the only one I know.
Okay.
As far as movies, the ones that bring on the most nostalgia, I'm gonna have to have help here. Definitely Home Alone. It's up there.
That's
Santa all the way or Jingle all the way.
yeah, Jingle all the way. That's on.
But guys, the one, it's the Jim Carrey Grinch.
You're the
I'm a huge fan of that one. That is such a God, that's a classic, man. It's a classic. I know I'm forgetting a movie.
How about A Christmas Carol with George C. Scott, the movie?
Never seen it.
You've never seen the classic Charles Dickens Christmas Carol?
No, I've seen It's a Wonderful Life. That's a good one.
Whoa. Hang on. I'm talking about Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. Christmas Past, Christmas Present, Christmas Future.
Oh, that was one from Mama.
Scrooge.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is a classic.
No, wait. Don't skip by this. This is
Hey,
important.
no, change the subject.
No,
Hurry.
no. There's no change. No, we're talking a Christmas Carol, the quintessential Christmas story.
I gotta look at.
You never saw that show. You know what I used to do when my kids were younger and before they got married and everything? I used to take them every year. We would go to the the Jones.
Oh,
Theater.
this one is with Mr. Bah Humbug. I've seen the play.
Okay,
I've
yeah,
never
we used to go- we
seen.
used
I've
to go
never
every
seen.
day.
Like what movie?
Dude,
Who's
the classic?
There's one
is-
with Jim Carrey. There's there's a
no.
bunch of these
No,
things.
the
Look at
one
this.
with the one with George C. Scott is probably, I can't see without my glasses. The one with George C. Scott is probably the best one. Now, Bill Murray did a version. That's it right there.
That's the one.
Oh man, it is so good.
I'll check it
And
out.
it is
1984.
It's such a great film. It's such an amazing story. You know, Charles Dickens became a rock star because of that, and used to get paid butt tons of money to read the story live on stage in front of audiences and things like that. It's just an amazing story. It really is. It's and if you've ever seen it live on stage, it's really impressive. But A Christmas Carol.
I'll give. You know what? I'll actually give that a go.
Please let me know what you
Um,
think. Tell me how that
Yeah,
goes.
because we're gonna be. Listen, man.
It's great
After the
with
show
some
today,
eggnog.
wrap up things for the week.
Are you
I
getting
am.
some eggnog?
I am
Are you gonna get some
gone
eggnog?
until the new year, folks. I will be back January 5th.
I want to know if you're going to get some eggnog.
I've never had an eggnog.
Okay.
Mark, you're looking like you're gonna combust on me. Do you have some nog you want to share?
You've never had eggnog?
No, we've talked about nogs.
No,
But it ain't no eggnog.
Oh, Travis, focus.
Okay,
Uh,
where'd it go?
Have you never had eggnog?
I've actually never had it.
Why now? Is there a reason why you've
What
never
is
had-
eggnog?
Well, it's a drink made with egg yolks. It's very heavy. It's made with heavy cream, a lot of nutmeg, cinnamon, sugar. very
Eggnog
sweet.
is a rich, sweet, dairy-based holiday beverage. Why can't they say Christmas beverage?
because they're
Because
gay.
it's Google and everything's gay.
Yeah.
Made from milk, cream, sugar, eggs, often flavored with spices like nutmeg and cinnamon, frequently fortified with spirits like rum, brandy, or bourbon.
Yeah, you can add some alcohol
Ooh,
to
I
it.
feel like rum would be the way to go on that.
I
one.
don't never do.
Folks,
I don't
in the
drink-
comments, if you're listening here, we got quite a shit ton of people on Rumble. What do you drink your eggnog with? Brandy, rum, brandy, actually. Bourbon, I feel like, I don't know if I go for that. If you're going to be doing a sweet drink, typically rum's the way to go.
Is that the way to go?
Brandy,
Yeah.
most likely too. All right, so that's not as gross. Maybe the eggs.
I'm just no.
the
It's
whisked
really
egg
good.
yolk. But listen, guys,
It's amazing.
I come in here early in the morning. Not today, but
You were late today.
the eggs, I get them. I do a real soft boil to pretty much where you can barely crack them up, and I just slurp up the egg yolk and the barely cooked whites. I love that.
And he loves a good. He loves a good devil.
So egg yolk doesn't really
You
gross
like
me out
eggs.
like
You
it
like
doesn't.
eggs,
Like
bro.
I'll drink it in a protein. It doesn't bother me. Egg drop soup. You like some egg
Boom.
drop soup?
Yes, depending on how high it's dropped.
Egg drop soup.
If it's dropped from
Makes-
at least 10 feet.
Really weird poop, but it's good. I had to look you in the eye while I put that out.
Okay.
So the base, egg yolks and sugar are beaten until pale and creamy, like me and my complexion. Combined milk, cream, and alcohol are mixed in. Whip and fold. Egg whites are whipped to peaks and folded in for lightness, or the
Mhm.
whole mixture might be cooked like a custard.
Mhm.
Served
It's-
garnished with fresh nutmeg and served chilled or warm.
Chilled.
That's another one, guys. I got to go
Chilled.
to Rumble for these comments.
Chilled.
Is it warm or is it cold?
No, chilled. I like mine chilled. I don't like it warm. But I don't put alcohol in mine either because I don't drink. I might put a little meth in there.
Like some blue methane?
Yeah, put a little blue methane, Or meth.
Blue methane
blue
in there.
meth.
Okay,
No,
so
it's
okay.
delicious. It's
All right, so-
delicious. And it's very
All right,
fattening.
we'll go through this. This
Okay.
is all of a sudden turned into the Christmas special.
Well, we got
Come on,
we,
special here.
we got the real Christmas.
And we're
stuff.
on Christmas. All right, so I did the man. Now I'm going back and forth. Whatever, White Christmas. movie show, Charlie Brown.
How about Christmas
The
Vacation?
movie itself, if I had to be, I love Christmas,
Christmas
Vacation,
Vacation,
dude.
dude.
I love that one.
You can watch that year round.
Oh, Bad Santa's up there.
I just watched Bad Santa last
That was
week.
my dad's
Oh,
favorite.
I know we talked about that a lot.
He the first year me and my wife were married. My wife and I were married. He's like, Brittany, come sit down. And it was like you had to sit there and watch Bad Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't care if this was the 7th time he's seen it. She loved that movie too.
Oh,
I never did see the second one.
The second one's good. It's
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
All right.
That's good. It's worth watching.
As far as favorite movie, if I had to pick one,
How about The Sound of Music?
never heard it.
Oh no, Travis, dude, do I need to?
I don't know.
Do
It's a
I
Wonderful
need-
Life has such a great message. in it,
Wonderful
man.
Life is amazing.
It's such a good
but The Sound
how
of
about that
Music.
moon over there? Well, lash on, bring it down for you. My wife thought that was that made her warm inside. You're welcome, baby. If I had, when you're saying pick one movie, that's really hard to
It's
do.
hard. Maybe put them in an order.
But if it was one, okay, in order, damn, man.
But you've never seen The Sound of Music.
I've never even heard of that, Mark. I don't know what that is.
Travis, wait a second. Hang on.
Quit
Okay.
publicly shaming me, okay? What is this, a mouse struggle session now?
Yeah. Do we need to come over and do a little help with you for your? I need to bring up speed. Okay. Let me give you, while you're thinking of this, here's another twist.
I got to think real hard about this one.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Die Hard is absolutely a Christmas
Thank
music.
you.
Come on, right here, buddy.
Right there. Boom. Now, next question. Follow up to that.
Damn, Die Hard's a damn good Christmas movie
Is
too.
Rambo a Christmas movie?
Never seen it.
Are you
Look
lying?
at the way he's looking at me. He's so
Dude,
so
don't.
ratchet,
Wait.
so
Travis.
nasty.
Travis, listen to
Never
me.
seen Rambo.
Do never admit that in public. Never admit that
I've
in public.
never seen the gay ass Rambo movie. Okay, how about that? How do you like that? If you like Rambo, you're gay.
You're serious. You've never seen Rambo.
You're gay.
You've
Never
never.
seen it.
You've never.
I'm just joking, folks. Rambo seems really cool, but
You've never seen. But it's a Christmas movie. If you watch the movie,
it is a Christmas movie, though.
and it's made during the Christmas. Yes, it's a Christmas movie.
So if I'm gonna have to pick one
Yes.
to torture my whole household with every year, if I had to pick one, damn man, Home Alone keeps going to the top. But
Home Alone, man, it's right up there, bro. I don't know how you. I don't know how you pick one as the best.
no,
I don't know how.
That's why you say my favorite. If I guess we could go on my favorite right now, which my mood probably Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. Yeah.
That's my mood as of lately.
Bad Santa. And
Yes,
now,
that's a $10 bill.
now, how did you enjoy Elf? I know you saw that for the first
Elf was
time.
good.
Elf is good, bro.
People kept saying it. It's like, oh, it was like
I love Elf. I watched it.
it was
last
in the
week.
bottom half of a top 10.
Yeah, no, Elf
I
is
don't
good.
think it's in the top 5.
You don't think it's in
personally.
the top 5?
No, I enjoyed
But Jim
it.
Carrey's Grinch definitely is in the top 5 for you.
Yes, absolutely, dude. All that makeup that he put in there and
Yeah.
that effort on that and hearing all the behind the scenes, super fascinating. But
Whoville, you like Whoville?
I like the Whoville. I like the way
Yeah.
they did the characters in there. I like the messaging from them. It was pretty decent. But
Yeah.
It's a Wonderful Life is like it's a must be seen
Well,
movie.
how old is that movie now?
Did
100
that
years
come out in
old?
shut up. Is it that old?
30s?
Was that a 30s film?
I think it was.
30s,
late
40s.
20s, 30s. I mean, it's
God, just a golden era of humanity.
yeah.
Yeah, it's probably
Look that
that's
up.
that's
Look
probably
that
going to
up.
be up.
You're
there.
the computer guy. Look that up.
Let's see.
When was It's a Wonderful Life filmed? I want to say it was in the 30s. That's going to be my guess. Late 30s.
1946.
Oh, 46. Wow, I was way off. But
Dude, that's still pretty wild,
yeah,
man.
40
That's
years, yeah. Right there during World War II. Bro.
that's a good one. All right, now
Or at the end after.
now
World War
what are we doing? Food now?
Yeah.
Let's just do a dessert because to me, Christmas, it's a Thanksgiving meal part 2, baby. It's another reason
You
why
think
it's the
so?
best holiday.
II. Yeah.
You're going to be making turkey or deep frying one. You're going to be eating ham. You're going to be eating mashed potatoes and gravy. You got to have bread, man. You got to just just go
Or-
full
okay.
EBT on
Okay,
this
hang on.
bitch.
How about let me ask questions. I'm going to interview you on this.
Mm.
Okay.
Can I get
I'll-
some coffee first?
Do you really need some?
I also had to fart. I've been holding this in, dude.
Okay, then go.
Because
Go.
I told you, I come in here and I smell the coffee. It's like a laxative. TMI? No, it's
Brittany. do you
it's
see what I put up
TLI.
with?
It's too little information.
Brittany.
Okay.
I hope Brittany is feeling a little bit of
Hold on, let me get some
com-
coffee, Marky.
compassion for me. Wait, you just knocked everything over.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh,
He's not coming
jeez, jeez.
I'll be real
This is the cross-eyed bear, but it's okay. It's he ain't heavy. He's my brother, so I'll take one for the team, and he will throw curveballs to me like this. I just love Christmas, so I'm interested. I want to know if cranberry sauce is in or out. Because some people are. I personally make cranberry sauce homemade, but a lot of people, their memory of cranberry sauce came in a can and it was just like jellied, and those are nasty.
You don't do that shite.
No, I make homemade cranberry sauce and it's amazing. Have you ever had?
Is this like your homemade chocolate that you make?
No, I don't make any homemade chocolate, Travis. Jesus Christ.
Homemade bud chocolate. That's what you're making.
Jeez.
Weirdo.
So do you do cranberry sauce? Is that a yes or no?
I've actually never had it. I'm not
Man,
big on-
Travis,
I'm big.
You
Look,
say you love
this
Christmas,
is
but
all
yet
new
you're
things you're
leaving
going
out-
to introduce to me. Dude, I will fight you on set. I'll fight you on set.
You're
I'll do
leaving
it.
out. There's so many things that are very traditional Christmas that you've never tried, never seen, or never had. I think I need to assist you a little bit with this.
You can assist me with some
Okay.
cranberry sauce.
All right. Now, do you do a figgy pudding?
What the hell is figgy pudding? Oh, bring me some
figgy pudding. Don't bring me some figgy pudding. And okay, do you guys have particular?
This is screwed up, dude. Where's our Christmas trees in the background?
It's true.
Huh?
That's a great. That we better have them for next.
Look
week.
at Roger. Look,
No, I know.
he's got
Yeah.
elf ears on, and he's not even he doesn't even have the.
Hey, next week is the
Sucks,
Christmas
dude.
show.
Yes, possibly.
What do you mean? Yes, possibly.
I may be out of town, Mark.
Well, we'll bring you in on. We'll do your remote.
Okay, you'll remote me.
I'm gonna remote you in.
All right, so I will try cranberry sauce. Okay.
Okay, we need. Yeah.
All right, but what did you want to ask me? Because we gotta get to the news, man. We're
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got. Okay, we'll save this for next week. But you are open to try. Will you? Let me ask you this: will you watch First Blood before next week's show?
First Blood.
First Blood.
What's that?
That's the movie with Sly Stallone. You said you've never seen before.
Rambo?
Yeah, Rambo.
It's called First Blood.
The first one was First Blood. Yes.
I'll watch it.
Will you?
I'll give it a shot.
Will you really? Or are you just?
I still gotta watch Top Gun.
Oh my God, Travis, dude, you lose your man card over stuff like this.
You know what, Mark?
You can't.
I can gain it
Does
back
your
just
wife
by being
know?
friends with you.
Does your
Don't tell my
wife
wife
know?
any of this stuff, okay? Don't tell her. any
Does
of
your
this.
wife know that you've not seen First Blood nor Top Gun?
Just listen?
she know?
We don't got to talk about it anymore. You know, it's like it's starting to hurt my feelings.
Okay, so now once you watch those, you're then going to realize how gay you actually sounded when you were saying, "Oh, First Blood." I don't. Top Gun. I guess I can get around to watching that sometime. Yeah. When after you see him, then you're gonna
Says the guy who wanted me to watch it eating popcorn out of his lap from a bucket.
do what?
Yeah, you said you wanted to do movie night, and I told
Oh.
you I am not reaching into that popcorn pail.
Dude, you're so
Paper
poor.
box.
Oh, jeez.
I just had a feeling, man. Just going with my gut. on this
Okay.
one.
Well, thank you
But
for
anyway.
going down this.
No, Christmas dessert. Is there a whatever? Let's get on with the show, man.
dude.
all right.
There's some lot of Christmas dessert type things. There's some.
Well,
stuff that I
apparently you
make.
make this blueberry cobbler that
Oh.
you share with everybody except for me, dude. I should throw this hot coffee on your face.
I'm gonna bring you one on Monday.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you one on Monday. Okay. I need to remind myself of. So you want me to tell you how I make it? So I get.
Oh, it's 1:41 and I'm drinking coffee. I hope y'all are ready for a news blast segment.
Dude, I make
Going hard.
I make a homemade pie crust with real lard. Okay. That's important to use lard because it makes it super flaky.
Mm.
So I make this incredible pie crust. Then I take fresh blueberries, put it in the bottom of the pan.
Do you squish them with your feet?
No. You leave them whole. Then a bunch of sugar. And then here's the secret. Want to know what the secret is?
What's the secret, my man?
I take Philadelphia brand cream cheese and I slice them into thin slices. And then I layer the top with the cream cheese, more sugar.
Not gonna
And
lie.
then the top of it, I put
Sounds
down.
amazing.
Then I put down the pie crust on
Sounds
top.
amazing.
Then I put that in the oven by 350, 375 for about an hour. Holy, you will slap, dude. You
Make me want to slap my mama.
dude.
Don't you be making me slap my mama with your blueberry cobbler.
Let me tell you something. That is not a culinary experience. That is a religious experience. You will see the
I can dig it,
face of
dude.
you will see the face of God.
I can dig it, man.
Okay, so that's what that is. We'll make you some blueberry cobbler.
All right, let's get into the news here.
Little news.
Man, I'd rather just talk about Christmas. Can we just do a show talking about nothing but
Dude.
Christmas?
Because we haven't even talked about like wassail. You know?
What's wassail?
Oh my God. You don't know what wassail is? Spice? Travis. What? Okay, well, let me ask you this. Because your mom has Hispanic heritage. Was there any influence? What was there any Hispanic influence on Christmas, like foods or drinks or
Tamales.
What kind of tamales? What kind?
Pork.
Oh God, that sounds so good. Homemade.
Pork.
Homemade.
Only.
Oh man. So when would the,
Sometimes homemade, but dude, there's this place downtown called Alamo. The best tamales. Oh my God, they're so good. You get up there at like 4 a.m. though. You especially around this time, yeah, you better start going now.
Oh no, so 4 o'clock in the morning when they're cranking.
There will be a line all the way out to the street, and then they sometimes run out.
Really?
I mean, it's a huge deal in the non-Caucasian population.
Okay,
down here in
now
Houston.
Travis, for those listeners that don't know anything about tamale, can you explain the tamale experience? Describe
It's
a
just
tamale? What is a
delicious.
tamale?
A tamale is
What do you
a
start
corn
with?
husk.
A corn
wrapped,
husk, right?
right? And you've got some dough, and you've got
No, not dough.
not dough.
It's masa.
Masa.
Okay, what is masa? It's from
Got
corn.
Masa.
It's
Masa's
like a
from corn. It's
corn-
all a corn-based wrap, basically with
the pork
marinated meat. So you can do
Yes.
beef, you can do chicken, you can even do refried beans. But the best is the
Pork.
pork. It has this red
Yes.
kind of chili powder.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's not even spicy, but it's got this oil that's in there. And it's wrapped up in this masa,
Yes.
and it's super,
Oh man.
super filling. Oh my God,
Oh.
it's so delicious. You can eat it plain. You can smother it in queso
Oh.
with Mexican rice, which is
Oh,
it's just a
God.
staple. Tamales, since I've been growing up, that's something I familiarize with Christmas. Always. So tamales for sure.
Did your eyeballs
the
just roll
family-
back? Did your eyes just roll back in your head?
No.
They did.
Oh, Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming.
Dude, the tamales. No. So when
Tamales and,
when
the,
would
and the
tamales-
Mexican rice.
when would they start showing up though? When did you know that you'd shifted from Thanksgiving to Christmas? When did the first
Well, we do tamales for Thanksgiving too,
Oh,
but
do you really?
it's just mainly because it was such a big deal getting the tamales in time, because we traditionally always got together as the whole family on
Okay.
Christmas Eve.
okay.
And then we do, our individual families, I guess you could call it,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Christmas Day.
Okay.
And dude, Christmas Eve at Grandma and Grandpa's, oh my God. It was a food fest. It was a food fest.
Dude, I can only
Tamales and enchiladas and carne asada. And,
this is all homemade. This is all like traditional.
sometimes it was, yeah. Sometimes it was, but no, it was. I can remember being, before I was even a teenager, it was a big deal getting to Alamo before everybody else ransacked that place. I shouldn't be saying this on air.
Why?
I'm sorry to my family,
Why?
because now people are going to go eat up all the tamales before we get to them. I don't even know if we got ours yet.
Dude, you haven't got your tamales yet?
We got to get those.
Oh man, put it down to do.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Good
Now
Lord.
everybody is hearing where we get our tamales, and we are screwed. Okay?
And they're not even a sponsor.
They're not even a sponsor, no. So we shouldn't even be doing that kind of stuff.
Wow, man.
Yeah, that's how I know it's Christmas time. But ham is kind of the classic.
What kind of ham? Spiral, honey baked ham. The
Honey baked, preferably bone in.
yeah, man. The spiral cut around the bone, and
The
it's
spiral
real
cut
thin.
around the bone.
Yes.
Then you get the cuts
And that
closest to that bone.
Sugar crust on there.
Oh,
You
and
just-
then the fat. Oh, I love the fat. Get out of town. I will starve myself like I did on Thanksgiving. I won't eat until the whole feast is
Mm,
prepared. I'll
man.
starve myself because I know I'm about to get jolly on.
So you're
some
gonna have like
iron.
you guys gonna do like a take blood before and then after and see who has the highest A1C when it's done, when you're finished at the
Oh yeah.
yeah, do it like that. See who needs some insulin.
Yeah,
just
just
to
get the
survive.
defibrillator
Get the
right there
defib- yeah.
next, right there
Yeah.
next to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Christmas spirit, why don't we go ahead and get into some of this stuff? Here's some guidance that this is courtesy of Fox News Business here. Let's just get your thoughts. I'm presented without context.
So this farm is 150 acres. Yeah, they're going to be farms, and there will be transmission lines that have to go through developments and farms. That's the very nature of a growing economy. Like everybody needs to get on board. I just don't. You know what? Buy a fake tree.
Oh,
Oh.
Digger, right in my heart, Dagan.
What? I have a fake tree.
Dagan. Oh,
No, I have a beautiful
Dagan.
real tree.
Dagan.
Coming up, no time for this.
I know, but I can't afford the tree.
So I guess the GOP now, for those that don't, Fox is telling Americans to buy artificial trees instead of real ones.
Why is that?
Now, why does it have to be a Republican type of spokeswoman telling people to buy fake trees instead of real ones? I don't take that big of an issue with it. Number one, because I despise the mess that comes with a real tree. You're watering the damn thing, the sap, that little needles going all over.
Snot! You get out of there, snot!
Get out of there, snot.
Get out of there,
I'll
snot!
ever let Clark scratch
Hey.
your belly.
Betty, he's gonna drink all the water and then the tree is gonna dry out and then we're gonna have a fire hazard. Snots! You get out of there.
Get out, Rollo.
Roll
on your
over.
back. Let Clark scratch your belly.
You ought to see a set on this one there, Clark. Let me tell you something. He's got a little bit of Mississippi leg hound in him. Here's just some advice. If he gets started on you, it's the best to just let
Now,
him
listen,
finish.
that segment, by the way, was coming off of making room for lands so they can host data centers
Right.
for these AI,
AI
programs.
programs, yeah.
Okay. So
Mm,
don't buy real Christmas trees.
make room for.
Make room for AI data centers instead. This is why I don't watch Fox ever.
I can't do it, dude.
Guys, this is so okay. Whether you prefer, but getting on there and talking about these messages right before Christmas, unacceptable. The GOP has been docked another 5 points.
It's
as
bah
of today.
humbug. It's bah humbug.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug.
I will shit all over your Christmas.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
Personally, I do prefer fake trees, but
Do you really?
I don't think we should be buying fake trees for the sake of AI data centers. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some rebranding efforts that conservatives direly need because I think it's fair to say we've shit the bed. Is that fair?
I think it's very fair.
Is that fair?
It's a good assessment.
Okay.
I don't know where you were going with that, and I didn't know what they were talking about at first, but then it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is about those AI centers, man. Hey, this is becoming an issue, bro. Not just the land for them, but the power required. We don't have any sort of an infrastructure.
Oh, dude, I predict you will be listen, the energy grids, you won't be able to heat your home so we can power these AI
we're not even-
bots and,
yeah.
and data centers that are coming here. So just good job, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And God bless us, everyone. That's a line from Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. You wouldn't know that, though, Travis, because you don't even know who Tiny Tim is.
No, I don't. But
And
you know what I
that's-
do know? I do know that multiculturalism is our strength
Oh,
for
diversity.
every
Yes.
Western world. So
Yeah.
listen to this headline here. Party's over, Paris. Fearful French cancel New York's New Year's Eve concert as migrant violence grows.
On
The normally proud and
Champs-Élysées.
defiant French. The normally proud and defiant French. I don't know.
I thought
Choice
I thought they-
words there. This is from the New York Post, by the way. Not the vernacular I would use, but anyway. They're waving the white flag in the face of migrant terror. Paris has shockingly decided to dim the lights on its annual New Year's Eve along the iconic Champs-Élysées.
No. Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées.
Parlez-vous
Roger,
français?
can you give me a glass of water and a splash of poo-poo?
Grey Poupon.
Grey Poupon. The massive midnight concert that drew a jubilant crowd of 1 million people last year, with the festivities having drawn throngs to the most beautiful avenue in the world for
Throngs or
6 decades.
Throngs or thongs?
Throngs
Okay.
has been scrapped and replaced by pre-recorded. You know how many women would get raped if they did a New Year's Eve in Paris in thongs? Oh wait, that already happened. Never mind. They don't even need to do that. That's why they're canceling it. Good job, Western world. Import more of these fucking things. We're doing great. We're doing great. We can't even have New Year's Eve in Paris anymore. My poor wife, man. I want to go to Paris. I said, no, you don't.
No, we ain't going to Paris.
No, you
No,
don't.
that ain't-
Not
that
want to
ain't-
go to Paris.
I ain't going to Paris. Maybe
We
Paris,
could-
Texas.
We could go to Somalia.
Paris,
It'd be about
Texas.
the same thing.
Yeah.
We could go to
exactly.
Kenya.
Yeah.
Go to Kenya. Probably get the same results.
Yeah.
I could watch my family be slaughtered.
Do you know what you call a Kenyan with a swollen big toe? A 9-iron.
Mark? I'm going to go ahead and turn off the show for today. That ain't no rum eggnog in my cup. I'll tell you what. Yeah, the fireworks will still illuminate the Arc de la Triomphe when the clock strikes 12, but with officials urging revelers to watch on television rather in person. Can you? Oh my God. There's so much you could say about this one article. You can't even have a New Year's Eve party in your own damn country anymore. They're telling you to stay inside like it's COVID. That's how bad the migrant situation is in just Paris. Let's see here. The famed avenue has become a flashpoint of violence lately, with throngs of young, mostly Muslim migrants streaming in from Paris' infamous suburbs at night looking for trouble, looting luxury stores, and brawling with Parisans and police. The Paris police, which pressed by the mayor to scrap the concert, cited security concerns such as unpredictable crowd movements without going into details. Critics are loudly blaming the open door immigration policies. Guys, when I say this is a global agenda, when we cover things here and we cover things in the U.S., this is a global plan. This is a global thing. It's not spontaneous things happening here, there, here, there, here, there. It's a plan. You're seeing it across the globe. This is not unique to the United States alone. Okay. This is serious shit. All right. No, not because they're canceling a New Year's, but this is that's a very symbolic
It's an
New
indicator.
Year's Eve. I mean, that is a huge red flag. It's obvious that this is the result of massive unvetted Muslim immigration into Europe, says Daniel DiMartino, an immigration fellow at the Manhattan Institute. Western Europe has had a terrorism problem for many years now, and that has been exacerbated because of the unvetted Islamic immigration as a result of the refugee crisis of over a decade ago. Even open-air Christmas markets are being treated as high-risk targets by France's interior minister. In an urgent letter to state official, he warned of a very high terror threat, citing groups like Al-Qaeda and ISIS. These groups, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, these groups that the West funded and founded, how are they still operating at any type of capacity? with the weaponry, the surveillance we have, and everything we've got going on. What is the game, guys? What is the game? Yeah, and obviously there was that famous, I think that was actually in India. She
Oh my
was
God. Oh my
a
God.
Western journalist that went in there, and then when their camera feed went down, she started being violently accosted and raped.
Where at?
They were stripping her clothes off. I believe that was in India.
Oh, it was in India. I know it happened in Egypt to Laura.
Yeah, and we don't even know, like, God, look at this fucking thing.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, there was, so that was back in 2018. So Nunez cited in 2018 Strasbourg Christmas market attack where 29-year-old Sharif Shakat, a French Moroccan gangster jihadist, opened fired as he yelled,
Aloha Akbar or Aloha Snack Bar.
Aloha Snack Bar,
Aloha Snack Bar.
killing 5 people and wounding 11. Police shot him down after a 2-day manhunt. According to the minister, 6 terrorist plots have been thwarted to date in 2025. And of course, that is what's happening now. We're seeing a bunch of rhetoric around Christmas time. Here, let me just show you the, he's not the suspect, but this is the, that's the face of the
It's the face of
Ola Akbar or the Ola Snack Bar. Why isn't this working?
I don't know.
Look at these ads. This is, sorry, folks. Anyway, you get the gist of it.
So when you're out in public, Travis, and you see a Muslim, do you get nervous?
Do I get nervous? Not like I used to.
I don't, because I carry a weapon. And
Dude, see, when you can't really, I don't really do that thing where I walk around. I'm like, oh, there's someone that just makes me fear. I'm just, when you have a gun, you tend to operate in the mindset of like, what are they going to just do something? I can end this super easily. This isn't really a matter of fear. It's a matter of who's going to respond first. Kind of how I look at it. Does it make me nervous? Mainly when I pass by a bunch of mosques that are popping up in Texas. Yes. But the thing that disturbs me even more is the lack of churches, real ones, in Texas. That terrifies me a little bit more because we've got a lot of these feel-good church groups.
oh God,
These NGO funded
Oh,
501c3.
oh God, these mega
And
churches,
honestly,
these-
if Christianity was
these
a lot
effeminate-
more real in this country, we wouldn't even have a quarter of the problems we do. But, you know, we've all been trained to kind of look away from it. And then you got all these effeminate
skinny jeans,
church, skinny jean
so-called
church,
pastors.
millionaire priest, and all this kind of stuff. It's a reason to turn you off a little bit. But it's very clear that some of this is being. So to answer your question, no, not really. Am I going to be a little more apprehensive? Well, if I was dumb enough to be in a crowd on New Year's Eve, like I used to be.
Did you used to
Yeah.
just party?
Oh, I used to do that stupid.
Did
shit,
you
dude.
really,
Mhm.
Travis?
I did.
Why?
Hotel parties. I mean, that was just the thing to do for New Year's. You wanted to go
What was
where all
the
the
what,
action was.
what ages? What was the age range you were in when you were partying out on New Year's Eve?
Oh, the peak when I was really doing it was between the ages of 27 and 33.
Oh, so you were a late bloomer.
Yeah, I mean, I did do stuff. I was in a long-term relationship like from when I was like 18, 19 for a while. So I did some of that, but not to the extent that I did later. Matter of fact, I was one of those people whenever there was a New Year's Eve party at the Hilton in Houston, and they stopped it because somebody showed up with a bunch of guns. Guess who went anyway?
You went.
I did. I sure did. And it turned out this guy was an avid hunter and they were just freaking out about the guns. But something tells me there was a little bit more to that story. I don't really know. But yeah, I don't really do that anymore. I certainly wouldn't be going to the Multicultural Center of Houston for my New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, can
And
you
the
imagine?
same reason I wouldn't do it in Paris. Now, Paris is obviously way worse. Way worse. I just won't do it, dude. Yeah, so of course I'm going to be a little more apprehensive because We know they're unvetted. We know that there's hardly any vetting going on in any Western country when it comes to this stuff. We go in, we bomb them. By the way, you just hear about 2 service members being killed in Syria.
Yeah.
So we're still over there with these overseas bases doing God knows what, probably fomenting more hate for our country than anything. Stir up the shit there and then import them from the country that we're occupying there. Just bold strategy, Cotton. See if it works out for us. Okay. You just can't make this up, dude. That's got to be part of the design. Going on there, putting these Middle Eastern countries in flux, causing all this uprooting, and then resettling them here in the United States. Come on, man. We all know military operations when we see one. Anyway, let's go on here. So, yeah, that's Paris. So, word of warning in advance to people that are visiting Paris. Okay. Let's see here. While we're talking about this, this was interesting. The Hennepin County judge overturned the jury conviction of, can you say this name?
Abdel
Fattah
Yusuf.
a man who stole $7.2 million from taxpayers through Medicaid fraud scheme run out of a P.O. box. So the story centers on Minnesota Judge Sarah West overturning a Hennepin County jury. That's right. A jury found him guilty. Here's what she did. Overturning a Hennepin County jury's guilty verdict against Abdel Fattah Yusuf.
Hey, that was pretty good.
In a $7.2 million Medicaid home healthcare fraud case tied to a shell agency called Promise Health Services, which ran out of a P.O. box. So the original fraud case, Promise Health Services, owned by Blaine resident Abdel Fattah Yusuf, billed Minnesota's Medicaid program for home and community-based services despite having no real office and operating from a mailbox address.
What?
State investigators and federal HHS OIG alleged Promise stole over $7 million by billing for services that were never provided. Overbilling, used false documentation, lacking documentation, and paying kickbacks to recipients. With large amounts of money allegedly funneled into Yusuf's personal account and a lavish lifestyle. In August 2025, a Hennepin County jury convicted him on 6 felony counts.
What?
Aiding and abetting theft by swindle over $35,000 and found aggravating factors supporting a stiffer sentence after the Minnesota Attorney General's Medicaid Fraud Control Unit presented evidence tying him to Promise's operation and finances. Jurors told local media, okay, they viewed the fraud as obvious and said deliberations were not difficult given the financial records and testimony about the sham nature of the business. Now, before sentencing, Yusuf's defense renewed a motion for judgment of acquittal, arguing that the state's proof of his personal knowledge and intent was purely circumstantial and left reasonable, innocent explanations. On November 20th, Judge Sarah West issued a 55-page order vacating the jury's guilty verdict and entering an acquittal, holding that the evidence was legally insufficient under Minnesota standard for convictions based mainly on circumstantial evidence. West acknowledged that significant fraud did occur, but found the state had not adequately linked Yusuf himself to that fraud beyond a reasonable doubt, emphasizing that signatures on withdrawals were purported to be his and that there remain a reasonable inference inconsistent with guilt. So, of course, jurors from the case publicly criticized the ruling, telling local news station KARE 11 and others they were stunned that their unanimous decision based on what they considered overwhelming proof had been tossed out. Conservative commentators and some Minnesota Republicans seized on the decision, arguing it showed ideological bias and leniency towards, wait for it, Somali American defendants. Yes, of course, the fella that was targeting this, Somalian.
God almighty.
Somalian.
God.
Another one.
Oh. We're never going to deport all those people, Travis. I'm telling you. They're going to deport a few hundred. maybe 1,000. I doubt it. It's going to be about 300 or 400 they're going to deport, and that's going to be it. And then we're going to be stuck with these subhuman pieces of shit.
Anyway, yeah, so a lot of this turns into a procedural gaffe. Even though jury convicted him unanimously, okay? The Minnesota Attorney General's office has appealed West's acquittal order, arguing she misapplied the circumstantial evidence standard and improperly substituted her judgments for the jury's on inferences and credibility. Yeah, so basically, and again, a female judge.
Oh, what are you saying, Travis?
Can't keep going on this way, guys. It's like it's a priority to go out of the way to, defend the brown people. It's defending the oppressed, the little brown people. It's like, dude, this is
Travis.
Everybody's seeing this and it's getting old. I don't give a shit.
This is obviously your white side talking right now.
Yeah, this is the better half.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. No tengo se pluma.
No tengo ese pluma.
No tengo se pluma. No tengo se pluma.
No, really though. I mean, it's just it's going towards the when I say the little bit, it's this defense of these minorities communities, like it's an automatic feminine approach to, man, they're just being picked on, they're being bullied or whatever. Somalians as a country is one of the most corrupt in the entire globe. Okay. This isn't about, if they were Canadian, we'd be saying the same thing. If Canada was like the #1 country for running these scams, and then a judge is sitting there prioritizing a Somali community defendant who ripped off $7.2 million from taxpayers, there's no sticking up for the taxpayers or the people in the community. It's only for these poor, imaginary, oppressed brown people. That's how they look at it. Nobody else cares for them. We're going to do it. We're going to let them all in. They can rape, they can pillage, they can steal from all of us, but don't be racist, guys. Don't be racist. This is getting old. It's getting old.
Dude, I can't. It's
getting old. I don't care what it sounds like.
We're coming to the break.
What it
We're
is.
coming to the breaking point.
Somalians should be kicked out of the country. It's pretty simple. That is one of the most backwards countries in the world.
They're
That's how it
animals.
needs to be done.
You know what the average IQ in Somalia is?
Oh, what is it, like 72 or something crazy?
Well, I think it's 76 or 74. I think the line for mental retardation is 76, and I think the average IQ of the Somalian is 74. I think it's all sub-Saharan African.
Oh, dude, and we know they inbreed shit ton in these third world countries, dude. They inbreed a shit ton. People make fun of the South and do all that. Can't say shit if you live in a Somalian community.
But it's not that they just inbreed. They put their thing in anything. It could be a tree trunk. It could be a jellyfish.
Oh, God,
it could be its cousin. They are going to put their penis in anything that has an opening.
You're making me sweat.
Dude, I'm serious. Have you been around? These are animals we're dealing with. These are animals.
I wanted to touch on this. This is a huge report, so I might save this for the next show.
Really?
This is a big one.
Ooh, it's a big report.
Yeah, tune in for the next show. We're going to cover how the refugee resettlement industrial complex, how NGOs and religious organizations profit from mass migration. This will be a good one. We're 2 hours deep. Yeah, we might have to take our time on that. But I did want to get into that because you're seeing a lot of these Christian organizations, these NGOs, and do all this thing. They're getting, the CEOs of these organizations are getting personal funds for helping settle people from third world countries all over the United States, all over the place. They're incentivized financially to do that. This isn't some humanitarian ordeal. God, there's so many easy ways to fix this. This really isn't complicated. It's not racist. It's not anything like, you can't have clashing civilizations with different religions. And I had a good video on that one. I really need to be able to pull this up. It doesn't work. There's no such thing as a melting pot society where you can take 20 different conflicting cultures, put them in a blender and expect we're just going to come out in the symbiotic
Never has
central. This is a one world government dream, right?
Never happened.
We just coexist and all this stupid shit. It doesn't work that way. It's not that simple. We have inherent differences as a race. We especially have inherent differences as a culture, religiously, fundamentally, principally. There's no such thing as a melting pot where it just comes together in that ease. Now, it can work if you've got two Christian-based countries going. That's why I think Hispanics, and that's why we've, assimilated pretty well into the United States. Mexico is a Christian nation, even though it's run by a Jew right now. But it's a Christian
What
nation.
did you say?
It's a Christian.
Right.
It's a fundamentally Christian.
Yes.
Spain, same thing.
We don't
hear about
similar
Spaniards
values.
coming over here and screwing up our shit.
It was settled by, but here's the deal. It was settled by Spain, which is a Western European country. It's a Western
Christian based
Western.
Spain.
Yes, it's Western European.
It's like, dude, that's the country for you go back with
It's
some of the
Western-
Crusades, right?
Yes.
In Spain, Mexico, same thing.
Yes.
Spaniard foundation on it.
Yeah.
Christian country when they were marching with soldiers, even with Santa Ana, they were
With
carrying
Santa.
Santa Ana.
Oh, Santa Ana.
They were carrying crucifix. It's always been. That's never been. Still a third world country. Okay.
That's because of corruption.
Still some problems going on over there, but they don't now, depending on what you're looking at. A lot of the people that do, here's what's interesting. Okay. A lot of the people that came from Mexico from like the olden times, they're not throwing up the Mexican flag in the streets. They don't hate the country. It's the new ones that came from those undocumented ones that have lived there their whole lives that are spoiled. For some reason, they're the ones that hate the country.
Right.
Which, I mean, you could just go on a whole segment there. They were the ones like holding the Mexican flags. It's like, you're not really making a case for keeping you here when you're holding up another country's flag.
Right.
Like, if you love it so much, like we're just sending you back home then. What's the fuss, man? What's the fuss? What's the fuss? They hate our fucking country, dude.
They hate us.
All right.
They're going to kill us.
So
They're coming for you.
all right, let me touch briefly on the Erica Kirk, Candace Owens situation. So
That's going on right now, bro.
No, they're not streaming, I don't think.
No. It's a private meeting, but it's going on right now.
Yeah, that's my understanding as well.
It's happening right now. Cat fight.
Let me see. Let me see if I could
I wonder if they're going to have anybody else in the room. I think it's just between those two, correct? So we'll never know what actually happened.
well, something tells me not every piece of that is going to remain, you know what I mean? Like
If I was Erica, I'd make sure the whole thing was recorded because I would just be making sure it was recorded.
all right, so this was a tweet from here, let me see if I can put it up on board. Candace Owens, this is from Erica Kirk. This was yesterday at 7:01 p.m. It's now up to 11.8 million views. Candace Owens and I are meeting for a private in-person discussion Monday, December 15th. Candace and I have agreed that public discussions, live streams, and tweets are on hold until after this meeting. I look forward to productive conversations. I'm going to type in TPUSA and see if they're still doing their weird little live stream that was supposed to parallel. Okay, no, they're not doing this. So that's what I thought. Now, Candace has expressed she's looking forward to this discussion, and we'll just go over this kind of high level. Mark and I have talked a lot about this off air because, yes, there is very unusual circumstances with just the official story. Okay, we get it. But at the same time, you know, there is a lot of evidence that Tyler Robinson is the shooter. Now, I don't know if I'm speaking for you here too, Mark, but do I believe he acted alone? Probably not. Do I think a lot of this could be put to bed? Yes. I think if the entire footage of him setting up, taking the shot and taking it down, we got him jumping off the roof. I don't understand what's the big deal with releasing the whole clip you've got, number one. That would shoot to bed a lot of the he didn't act alone or he's not the shooter. I still think he was the shooter. But there's a level of coordination there that deserves to be heard out. Now, that being said, the other part to it, the other two parts I'll say to it, Utah Valley Police Department scrubbing or deleting the video evidence by the local news station with him turning himself in and him in the interior. I think that's odd.
Just, it's weird.
Cleaning up paving over the crime scene within less than 24 hours, I think is another weird one. Now, as far as the speculation about TPUSA involvement, these fringe play, I need to see more of this stuff. Look, we've covered a lot of this on the show, but this has turned into a true crime, I'll just say it, female drama episode. I'm kind of losing interest now. I'm kind of losing interest. And people that are saying Candace Owens has sucked all the momentum from the GOP. Nope.
No.
Now, has she helped? Probably not. But you know what sucked all the momentum out from it? There's been no high-profile arrests. Okay. Dan Bongino and Kash Patel getting on there saying Epstein did hang himself.
God.
Trump bumbling and stumbling in the worst PR disaster handling.
That's it right there. That was the point, Travis. That was it. That was the point.
Thomas Crooks acting alone.
Okay.
Supporting Lindsey Graham and taking his talking points and taking these rhino patterns.
Supporting
with
Governor Abbott.
Pushing Marjorie Taylor Greene out.
Excommunicating
smashing
Massey.
Thomas Massey. That's what's losing us momentum. The people in my age group they talk to, they're all saying this, like, what's the point of even,
we had high expectations.
Take your honest assessment. How do you think Trump's handled the messaging after Charlie Kirk's death? Let me ask you it this way. What do you think the Democrats would have done if one of their own got shot like that? Guys, here's the fact of the matter. The GOP is showing it's a bunch of effeminate pussies that we're going to show here.
Bunch of
we could have gone hardcore, and now we're scrambling on what the main story. And now there's like this. It's like the BLM leftist tactic against the Jewish stuff. Anti-Semitic bills, hate crime. It's not enough to go against it. Now you've got to. Oppose it, just like they did with the racism. It's not enough to say you're against it. You got to diametrically oppose it. You can't be associated with anybody who questions this stuff. Guys, that's what's losing momentum, is turning into the left when it comes to this Jewish stuff. And people just are getting turned off by it. It's actually making more people question a lot of this wild stuff that's going on with it. And don't make no mistake. Some of the stuff is straight up just anti-Semitic Jew hate. That's like exactly what it is. But same time, dude, these Jewish donors, they are the number one funders of these left-wing organizations.
Adelson. Oh my God.
These donors that are involved in all these kinds of things, you can't look at it and go, man, that's not an American first type of agenda. So anyway, with all that being said, I'll be curious to see what comes out of this. We're going to have more, and people were talking a lot about Tyler Robinson. He was on camera during some of the open arraignment hearings or whatever the case. I didn't think any of that was happening till January, so I'll have to pop into that. We will find out more during the trial. If there's still questions after the trial, then we know we've got some open-ended question. But folks, now this whole thing has just turned into, because some of the people that went and attacked Candace Owens, I think, lost a lot of credibility doing it because they weren't even covering exactly what she was saying. That's what was driving me off, is I'm listening to her show and then I hear someone like Steven Crowder or Tim Pool come, and I'm like, dude, that's not what she was. Now it's like, what are we doing here? And God, it's one of the worst ones is Dave Rubin. I can't.
Oh, I can't.
listen
Oh
to Dave
God,
Rubin.
no.
Like I've always respected and liked a lot of it, but dude, he's
got a penis in his mouth
and an adopted child in that.
Yeah, and
Sorry,
this stuff about adopting.
Yeah,
children.
sure, we're all discombobulated, but the messaging, the Trump administration has done no favors to build this momentum. There's been no high-profile arrest. And everybody wants to blame Candace Owens. They want to blame not supporting Israel. You guys are so off the cuff. We are run by boomers in the GOP. Who's the main advisor to Trump? Susan.
Oh yeah, it's his chief of staff.
Chief of staff. Who is that?
Susan Mile. What's her name?
Anyway,
she's a problem.
She's come on board talking about the messaging, how Trump's going to go on these campaign trails. Get ready for an ass kicking in the midterms, because what she was talking about is not going to rile up a voter base. It's just not going to do it. You know, you had a bunch of the answers right there. And Charlie Kirk was just openly executed in front of everybody. And everybody has just gone super soft on this stuff.
Soft.
Because let me tell you, one of the messages that's not going to hit with the people that they don't even consider themselves voters. They just kind of cross it like, yeah, I'm going to vote for Trump. He's talking about these episodes. He's talking about the stuff I'm interested in. Telling voters to just swallow official narratives, that doesn't work.
No.
That doesn't work, guys. That doesn't work. So whether you believe Candace Owens or not is beside the point. We're talking about an investigation that already on its face of it has some slight holes in it. Does it mean Israel? Does it mean our giver? No. But there are some odd questions. There are some odd variables out there that deserve to be looked at. So we'll see what comes out of this. I'm excited to see kind of what, comes out. Hopefully something positive. But telling people to stop, to shut up, to quit talking about it, that's going to do the opposite.
Exactly.
Okay. And now you're not driving voters anymore. You're just driving people that have the argument saying, oh, there's no point in getting involved. It's too corrupt.
Yep.
So you're kind of proving their point by saying swallow the official story. And then if you disagree with it, you're a kook. You're outlandish for doing it. It's not helpful any way around it. And you can't just ignore some of the stuff that Candace is being brought up. Now, we've said on the show, we're going to go back through the transcripts and really delve out exactly what is being said there, because I think that would be helpful. I think a lot of people would watch that. They'd be interested on it.
I agree.
Are you falling asleep?
No.
Am I boring you, Mark?
No.
You want me to pop out a nipple? I hope you wake up. Just seeing if you are paying attention. Anyway, so that conversation's happening today. We will see what comes out of it. Now, let me get down to some of the other latest news here. Attorney General Pam Bondi's recent filing of a mandamus petition against Judge James Boasberg. Okay.
Say
Mark.
that 3 times.
Judge James Boasberg. Jump. No, I can't say that because then I'm inciting violence here.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm going to go through this, and there's only one question I have after this. We've talked about Boasberg on the show. He's been a constant fucking pain in the ass. The judicial branch is not to run roughshod over elected representatives and their decisions. That is not what the judicial role is. Yeah, she filed a petition, which represents to me a desperate legal maneuver to halt the Department of Justice calling lawless judicial activism. Now, while this action attempts to stop a specific dangerous order threatening executive privilege, it exposes a deeper failure within the Republican Party. Despite a clear track record of what conservatives identify as partisan weaponization of the bench, from the FISA court scandals to the current obstruction to the president's agenda, congressional Republicans has refused to initiate impeachment proceedings.
That's the problem.
This inaction suggests that their desperate performative outrage in strongly worded letters, the GOP establishment is unwilling to use the only constitutional tool that actively solves the problem. Remove the judge from office. Why are we sitting here? I don't want to sit here and cover a petition filing.
No.
Guys, what are we doing?
They sure had no problem arresting all of us, the Jan Sixers, anybody that would have
That's
come
what
out.
I'm saying,
They
man.
arrested us
Like
willy-nilly everywhere.
We're seeing rhetoric from the left about how if they get back in power, they are absolutely going after Trump, its officials.
Travis,
and you can get
they're coming
all
after
of
you
us
and
will
me.
be in the dragnet. Our little
We're
show
gone.
will get picked up in this stuff. Who knows
We're
what
gone.
this will turn into?
Why do you think I stay vague about my locations all the time? You think
Dude, I
people
get it.
think no,
Hey,
I'm
man,
serious.
I get
that. I don't do that for a joke.
No, I get it.
because I know what's coming after the midterm.
I told you when I made it my personal profile public, I started getting messages, freaked my wife out.
Yeah.
That was before Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck in front of all of us. On December 12th, Attorney General Bondi escalated the conflict by seeking a writ of mandamus from the D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals. This rare and extraordinary remedy is used only when a judge has so clearly abused their discretion that a higher court must immediately intervene. Checkers is what I'll say. The lawless order. Judge Boasberg issued a ruling that reportedly pierces the veil of attorney-client privilege within the executive branch, effectively allowing the judiciary to spy on the president's internal deliberations. This directly undermines the separation of powers, a core constitutional guardrail. By threatening the president's ability to consult with counsel in confidence, Boasberg is not ruling on a case. He is dismantling the functioning of the presidency itself. This is insane that a judge is sitting there reading consultations between the president and his confident. This is insane, dude. So we had the FISA court scandal. As the presiding judge of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, Boasberg oversaw the fall of the FBI's fraudulent surveillance of Trump. And he's emboldened. He's still doing it. He's still actively involved in it.
Why
Seriously, why wouldn't he?
Why wouldn't he? He knows. See, Travis, here's the deal.
He knows.
Like Ilhan Omar
I know.
and all these people.
Oh, yeah, they know.
They know that nothing's going to happen to them. They know for a fact. They know for a fact that nothing is going to happen to them. They know it.
Nothing's happened so far. Weaponized secrecy. Boasberg has repeatedly used his position to shield bureaucratic corruption while stripping away the privacy rights of political outsiders. His rulings have consistently favored the admin state over the individual liberty. The current standoff is part of a broader judicial resistance where judges issue nationwide injunctions to freeze the president's policies before they can even be implemented. Guys, anything short of impeachment is a waste of time.
Exactly.
It's like that's it. So I see the boomer slop comments. Hell yeah, Bondi's gonna get a bond. God, y'all are making me feel hopeless.
Fox News has done its work, bro.
You asked or why anything short of a strongly worded letter fallacy. House Judiciary Committee members often send letters demanding answers or issuing subpoenas. While this generates sound bites for cable news, it does not stop the judge. Judge Boasberg has a lifetime tenure. He can ignore letters, shrug off subpoenas, and continue issuing lawless orders for decades. Mandamus is whack-a-mole. AG Bondi's petition attempts to fix one bad ruling. Even if she wins, Boasberg remains on the bench. Free to issue another corrupt order next week or the next day. Finding a corrupt judge case by case is a losing strategy because it drains resources and time while the judge suffers no consequences. The Constitution provides the only remedy for a judge who violates their oath. It is the impeachment. We have a full House and full Senate. Guys, the GOP is so unserious about any of this stuff. I mean, it's very maddening. People want to talk about blaming Candace for the loss of momentum. It is on nobody but the GOP and the administration itself. That's it, guys. That's it. We talk about being against the hate crime stuff until it's the Jews get involved. It's like, this is so exhausting. You know, we're just the left under a different brand and a different group that we go after when it comes to the similar kind of stuff. Anyway, here's the official excuse. We don't have the votes. Conviction requires 67 votes in the Senate with a slim majority or minority. Republicans know Democrats will never vote to convict. Refusing to hold the vote because it might fail protects Democrats from having to go on record defending corruption. A failed vote still exposes the system. Guys, momentum generation. Bring it. Bring the impeachment proceedings forward. Bring it. Okay, you won't get the vote, so we don't even try. So we're just going to continue doing these grandstanding things. It sets a bad precedent. These are the official excuses from the GOP. GOP leaders fear if they impeach judges now, Democrats will impeach conservative judges later.
Jesus.
Dude, Oh my God. We know what they're going to do. Guys, we can't even get Trump's appointments passed through, and we got a majority Senate in like, this is so pathetic.
It's by design.
Yeah, the counter to that, Democrats have already weaponized the judicial system. By refusing to engage, Republicans are fighting a war with one hand tied behind their back. Leadership claims impeachment is a distraction from passing legislation, Mark. You heard this one?
Yes.
How is it a distraction if the same judge is going to keep doing this shit? You cannot pass an agenda if a judge like Boasberg can strike it down with a single pen stroke. Ignoring a judge dooms the agenda. Okay? So, yeah, and to me, it's just like, this just shows Republicans are more so on the appearance of fighting, and doing the strongman stuff. They like the appearance of doing it, sending letters, issuing subpoenas. Bringing impeachment, I think, would bring momentum because people are going to get frustrated by not getting anything done. That might drive more votes to office if they keep seeing, at least they're trying, they're fighting, they're going in there and doing it. No, we're seeing Lindsey Graham, who's upset that there's a peace deal about to be done with Gaza and Israel and all this kind of stuff. Like, these people. Anyway.
And Trump keeps endorsing them.
Trump keeps endorsing these rhino candidates, guys. Bad stuff, man. It's demoralizing, and it's not going to bring out people to vote. Okay? You can blame everything you want on Candace Owens and conspiracy theories.
Candace Owens doesn't have that amount of influence.
She's
voters.
very influential, but she ain't whipping up the vote for the Republican base. Okay, that is on the admin. You want to get people excited for this, but man, the administration has just fell on its face on multiple fronts. It doesn't mean they're not doing badass shit, guys.
So they're doing.
That's not what I'm saying here at all. But they are their own worst enemy. The GOP and Republicans and the voter base itself. A lot of us, we are our own problem. Maybe arguably a bigger problem than Democrats.
Oh, we're a much bigger problem than the Democrats.
So anyway,
all
right. I wanted to get into this because over the weekend we saw a shooting at Brown University. Man, this is awful. And I'm just now covering some of the nuances to this. So let's cover this here. So the shooting at Brown University occurred in the afternoon of December 13th, 2025. In the engineering and physics building, that's the Barris and Holly building. One of the two slain students was Ella Cook, a 19-year-old sophomore and former vice president of Campus College Republicans. So law enforcement have not publicly confirmed the motive. The identified person of interest, a 24-year-old man from Wisconsin, Benjamin Erickson, was detained with firearm, but has since been released with no charges, and authorities say the investigation has gone in a different direction. The gunman remains at large.
How many cameras are on a college campus like Brown, do you think? How many surveillance cameras and then what about him hollering something before he opened fire?
Well, let me go through some of the details here. So around 4:05 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, a gunman entered room 166 in the Barris and Holly Engineering Physics building on Brown's Providence campus. Witnesses described a masked man entering the lecture hall armed with what they perceived to be a large gun and opening fire. Reports indicate more than 40 rounds were fired from a 9mm handgun, a large rifle, and 9mm handgun. How do you confuse those? Whatever. Mm-hmm. This is not unusual, by the way. Whenever these initial reports come out after a shooting, a lot of them are they just vary. Students barricaded in rooms, hid behind furniture, and sheltered in place while police swept the campus. 2 killed, 9 injured, with 1 in critical condition. The release. So within hours to a day of the shooting, authorities detained a person of interest at a Hampton Inn off campus. He has been identified as Benjamin Erickson. He was reportedly found with 2 handguns and loaded 30-round magazines, one equipped with a laser sight. Law enforcement sources said they were looking into an extensive mental health history. However, after further investigation, Rhode Island's Attorney General and Providence officials announced he was not the shooter. He was released without charges. As of the latest reporting, the shooter has not been publicly identified or apprehended. Surveillance footage video released by police show a male suspect dressed in black or dark gray. Police have asked residents near campus for doorbell video footage and other tips. There is no confirmed evidence yet that more than one shooter was involved. All official descriptions and briefing to a single gunman, lone wolf again. Now, what's interesting is, so a lot of folks are speculating that Ella Cook was the intended target, specifically because she is the lone conservative voice on Brown's University campus. Apparently, she's very vocal. She's very effective, which is usually a target there. But we don't have any details.
So this guy waltzes in with all these firearms and no cameras, no. It almost sounds like the bomber from DC.
It just sounds like man. This is all just weird stuff again. Now, some of the reporting going around on X, he allegedly posted about planning an attack on the last day before winter break. Was reportedly depressed, sold his car to buy firearms, and gave away personal belongings a week before the shooting. I don't know how we know this if we don't even know who it is. Yeah, and this goes on and on here. So, look, this is
we need a bullshit meter that we display on each one of these stories.
yeah, I should
And
have
then
like
we-
a flag.
You should have.
showing
It's got a
that,
meter.
like,
And we go,
where it
okay,
shows
and I'll say,
bullshit.
Travis, where do you put this on the bullshit meter? And
So the shooter's still on the loose, Frank.
do we know?
And
But they,
we don't know of a political motive or anything. So a lot of what you're hearing is speculation. We'll cover more details as they come, but pray for the folks that are in critical condition. This stuff that's popping off like this, man, this is just insane. Okay. This is absolutely insane. The next one here, I do want to cover some multiculturalism over there in Australia. Because
what?
you think that we're the only ones dealing with third world fallout? It's happening all over the Western world. The shooting at Bondi Beach on December 14th during a Hanukkah celebration is classified as a terrorist attack against the Jewish community, leaving at least 15 people dead and more than 40 injured. Now, I'm going to see if I can pull up the clips of this. And viewer discretion is advised, but this is some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen on some of the shooters, mainly because of the calm nature, almost as if. Here, let me see if I can play it. Here
Wasn't
for
it
you
something
folks.
about the story about the law enforcement took 20 minutes to respond?
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
gonna
there's
get
all
into that.
kinds of things that are going on here that raise a lot of flags.
So this is him. This is the terrorist here. He's just randomly shooting at people. Look, they're not running. They're just like, what are y'all doing?
Well, okay, now I've got an answer for that. If this is the beginning of it, if you've never been shot at before, you may not understand what's going on. Does that make sense? I know that sounds crazy because we see the movies and somebody starts shooting at people and you just think, oh,
Look,
I know.
Look, he's got a bolt action rifle.
Yeah.
Look, he's working that gun pretty professionally.
Yeah,
dude.
he's going through that.
Would you
action
say
pretty
that's
quick.
kind of professional hand? I know it's just one clip.
He's spent some time behind. He spent some trigger time on that weapon.
This is Australia. Like what? What?
Now I
like-
think this video is also sped up a little bit.
Well, and it's clipped out, so this
Yeah,
has been
I think-
edited, guys.
Yeah. But imagine the helplessness you feel if you don't
being
have a weapon.
Being a disarmed population, guys.
This is why I try to tell people, why don't you need to be armed all the time? Because the helplessness you feel. I mean, dude, I couldn't imagine doing anything, being anywhere without my weapon. That's why I won't
dude.
fly commercial.
I'm telling you, man. So listen to this. The two gunmen have been identified as Shajid Akram,
What?
50 years old, and his son, Naveed Akram, 24.
Velveeta.
The father was a licensed gun owner who had his firearms license for 10 years and possessed 6 registered firearms, which investigators recovered at the scene. Sajid Akram was shot and killed by police, while Naveem was critically injured and taken into custody. Naveed Akram is a Pakistani national, an Australia-born citizen who came to the country in 1998 on a student visa. Guys, the birthright citizenship has got to go. We just saw a story, and I need to delve into more of the details, where a Chinese national has over 100 children, and he's paying for surrogacy here, and they are naturalized born citizens, and they are actively doing things against the country. You can't make this shit up, dude. Anyway, we'll get into more of that. The younger Akram had been under scrutiny by Australia's Domestic Intelligence Agency in 2019 for alleged links to ISIS in Sydney. He was on the radar. How is this the same thing across every incident across the world? They all know about this shit in advance, but God forbid you be accused as a racist.
An anti-Muslim thing.
God, we think the effeminate population here, that's, oh, these poor people, you think it's bad here? Go over to a place like Australia or the
Oh,
UK.
that's so
They
pathetic.
are
Those people.
so fucking pussified over
Oh,
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese confirmed that the attackers were clearly motivated by extremist ideology, but acted independently without being part of a larger terrorist organization. Why do I feel like they have to say that? Because if
they do.
they are part of it, and then it's like the onus goes on, well, why is, even though the government should be heavily scrutinized, like if he was on your radar, how did his visa stay? He's got links to ISIS and you kept him there? Investigators from Australia's Joint Counter-Terrorism Team believe the father and son pledge allegiance. So you got all these government agencies supposedly monitoring this stuff, and they still fail. So what is their actual role? What is their actual role if they don't stop any of this shit? Senior officials disclosed that 2 ISIS flags were found in the gunman vehicle at the crime scene.
sorry, dude.
I do look at that as, I mean, to me, that's kind of odd too. Like, why would they be? Okay, whatever. This discovery, along with Naveed's previous connections, has intensified the terrorism investigation. Yeah, after the fact, after all these people died and got shot at. Yeah, Prime Minister Albanese revealed that Nakrim was investigated by ASIO in 2019 due to his close associations with ISIS-linked individuals. Specifically, Naveed was closely linked to Isaac El-Matari, who was arrested in July 2019, later sentenced to 7 years in prison for preparing a terrorist act in Australia and declaring himself the ISIS commander for the country. He only got 7 years. You got a third world jihadi who's claiming himself, and you only give him less than a decade. What do you think's going to happen while he's in prison?
Oh,
How radicalized and connected is this guy going to be when he gets out?
oh my God.
This is so pathetic. Despite the previous investigations, authorities assessed at the time Naveed posed no ongoing threat, blah, blah, blah. So the government, of course, is going to cover its own ass. Yeah, all 6 firearms used in the attack belonged to Sajid, the father, and were legally licensed. Investigators discovered 2 IEDs linked to them. Police conducted raids at 2 locations, one in where they resided, another where the father and son reportedly stayed before the attack. We will look at the motives behind this attack, and I think it's important as part of the investigation, Police Commissioner Mal Lanyon said. I think it's fair to say what the motive is, Mark. I don't know how much. This is what's interesting to me. The attack was declared a terrorist incident due to its targeted nature against the community, the Jewish community during Hanukkah. So if it wasn't gear, or if it was just random people at the beach shot, I mean, would it not be classified as a terrorist activity? So that's the parameters now. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. During the attack, a female police officer was shot in her bulletproof vest, but was not seriously injured. Survivor who attended the event with his family criticized the police response, stating that 4 police officers appeared to freeze during the 20-minute rampage. Scurry recounted 20 minutes. There were 4 policemen there. Nobody gave fire back, nothing, like they froze. I don't understand why. He observed that one of the shooters was on the bridge freely loading a rifle and handgun while continuing to fire at the crowd uninterrupted. Police and witness accounts suggest that some officers, including mostly female officers, appeared to take cover or retreat during the initial phases of the attack rather than immediately engage the shooters. The gunfire only ceased after a civilian, Ahmad Ahmed. It took another foreigner to take this guy out. A 43-year-old fruit shop owner heroically disarmed one of the shooters, after which police returned fire and killed the gunman. A civilian, a third world civilian, had to take out one of these shooters himself before the cops even intervened. This is...
Didn't it say something about mostly female cops? Have I talked to you about my experiences with female cops when I was a
Do you go on, Marcus? Let's hear
No,
you. He-Man woman-hating tirade. I'm ready for it.
This is the He-Man women-hating segment of the show.
Yes.
No, I will just say this, and people can argue with me. They can disagree. That's fine. I just know personal experience. But we had one particular female out in Third Ward worked evening.
Ooh,
and,
Third World. Oh, God.
Third Ward, yes.
I call it Third World.
She was every bit of 5'5", about 112 pounds soaking wet. I am not exaggerating. She was tiny. She wasn't that much bigger than your daughter. Okay. And works in Third Ward, one of the highest crime rate areas. And here's what was notorious that she would do. She always wanted to ride by herself. She would go and she would stir shit up that she could not finish. And guess who would have to come and wipe her ass? All the men. The men. That notoriously, female police officers have no business working the streets. They want to work an admin or, sit behind a desk and do that's fine. You don't need to be a cop to do that though. But as far as street police officers, females, now there's always the outlier. I know somebody's going to say, well, I know this one girl, man, she doesn't shave her armpits and man, she's a Neanderthal and she'll kick anybody. Okay. I get it. There's always the outlier.
Mm-hmm.
I am talking about, in general, the mass number of female police officers are about as useful as tits on a boar hog. Okay. They're worthless. In fact, they're worse. They create more issues than they help.
Well, and look,
this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about.
Of that, guys. I mean, come on. Like, this is nothing. It's not about bashing women or doing this.
No.
It's about, why can't we live in a reality where roles are the roles? The roles
Travis,
are reality. Why can't we just live in that world?
Travis,
okay.
Imagine me critiquing you on your childbearing abilities.
Oh my
Dude, you Travis, you're a miserable pregnant male.
I
mean,
know
imagine
you should see when I menstruate.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine. This is what we're talking about. How ridiculous.
I'm a bad bleeder.
Yeah. Travis, but that's what we're talking about here. This is not anti-woman. This is simply, why would a man pretend to be able to bear children or a woman pretend to be a man? It's ridiculous. And until we start calling this shit out.
That's the whole point of putting courageous men in those positions, because they see innocent people they will absolutely put their life on the line and go run towards that fire. A fruit stand owner.
Yes. Perfect example.
Australia. What happened to you guys, dude?
Yeah, no shit.
What happened to you guys? Now, people are probably wondering, well, what's Australia doing about it? Mark, can you guess?
They're going to
what would you
what
guess?
they're going to do is they're worried now about a pushback on the Muslims. So we need to get more DEI programs, and we need to make weapon ownership even more difficult, and make sure we get all the legal citizens disarmed. Am I hitting close?
That's pretty much it there, mate. Here, let me see if I can find the.
So is that their bold strategy there, Cotton?
Yeah, there's a bold strategy going on here, and I wanted to find the specific article because it was very interesting.
Incriminating?
Very interesting.
Interesting. And it's very coinkadinkle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Here, folks, bear with me. So predictable too.
Oh, well, I knew they're going to go after I don't know what guns they're going after because they've already confiscated the guns. Congratulations, Australia. You're showing the rest of the world exactly what happens when you let your government disarm you. And then they're going to really gear up the campaign. They're going to have CAIR come in, CAIR, and spend billions of dollars on public announcements, public service announcements, promoting that we don't hold Muslims accountable for any of this, because this is not a Muslim problem.
Well, and there's a lot of, I'm seeing here, there's a lot of rhetoric on here where it's like, does anybody talk about, the anti-white violence, the shooting and the randomly going up and punching white women in the face in New York? You seen those ones, or that when they're going after the elderly people and everything like that?
Oh no, it's a war on whites.
And the whole point to this is anything but addressing the actual problem, anything but doing it.
Right. Because it's definitely a war on whites. Now, I talked to my buddy Pete Hinojosa about this a lot too, because his father was Hispanic and his mom was Irish. You're just the opposite. Your dad was European, your mom was from Hispanic. So when it's a war on whites, what side gets a little nervous? And you talking about you? What side of you gets nervous?
Oh, both sides.
Both sides.
Because I'm fair skinned.
Because
I'm fair game. So I have the privilege. See, I'm not sitting out in the sun like you do. If I get a little darker, maybe. But dude,
now Pete, he has the advantage of having a Hispanic surname.
I could start using my mom's maiden name.
See, so
a lot of kids, nobody would.
Okay, so then you're not okay. Well, see, you got some advantages there. I mean, if we want to play this game, if we want to go down this trail and do the whole multicultural and make it all about race, I mean, let's do it. I mean,
it's like we just got to stop caring about what it sounds like when you're arguing against these things. Now, this is the important thing to take away from this, because the first instinct, this is from Drew Pav this is a good one. The first instinct of the Australian Labor government was to try to censor footage of the Islamic terrorist attack on Bondi because they don't want people to be angry about the extremists they let into their country. That's right. So Annika Wells, this is the MP. The tragedy at Bondi Beach is shocking and distressing. Last night, the e-safety commissioner stood up their on-call team to monitor what's being shared online. If you see violent, harmful, or distressing footage from photos online, don't share it even further, even if your intention is to help. Report graphic material. Now, and it goes on here, of course, to address Islamophobia.
Yes. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
And listen, this is from Insider Paper.
Oh.
Breaking. Australia's Prime Minister proposes tougher gun laws after the Bondi Beach shooting.
Of course.
Anything but addressing the problem. That's by design, guys. That is absolutely by design. This is not sustainable for any country in the West to keep doing this type of shit, guys. And then the instinct of any government out there is to shield anybody from seeing what's really going on. Now, if it's a white kid out there and it looks like he might be a little right, they will blaster it all over the media. They'll share it. The government won't get involved. They'll pass it around. They'll make their comments. Mr. Maddow will be on whatever MSNBC is now and make their case why white people are the biggest threat to the planet. And anything but addressing the actual problem. This guy was a third world immigrant. He was fully registered, even though his son was obviously connected to terrorist cells in ISIS. They don't do anything about it because there's, internally over there, just like in the UK, there's this fear of that's why those rape gangs in the UK were so dominant for years. And there was internal papers that came out that they actually would steer away investigations because it would look racist and it would corner and ridicule certain segments of their population. No, I'm not talking about the British population. I'm talking about the foreign imported third world terrorist, basically, that they had in their country. So, you know, anything but the actual problem. The sick part to me is really just wrapping my head around the people that die in these instances, all in vain. They die in vain. The solution doesn't actually get resolved. They continue importing these clashing civilizations into your country, and you can't help but look at it. And is it people just being afraid they don't want to erase? No, it's a long-term agenda. It's a long-term plan. People better start learning how to say no.
That's getting shorter all the time, though, Travis.
You better figure out how to say no. You can't be afraid to say we don't need third world people in our country. You got to stop it all. Yes, mass deportations are great, but if you continue having these same refugee policies, these resettlement policies, you got all these churches and NGOs getting millions of dollars in grants and donations and all these kinds of things. The problem ain't just going to go away. Okay, we'll wake up one day and it'll be worse than it was 10 years before.
We're still bringing in 1 million aliens a year. I'm talking about legal aliens.
Oh my God. And
Not illegal,
the New
I'm
York
talking
Times
legal.
just put out an article, like a gotcha article, that 79,000 of the immigrants didn't actually break any laws.
Fuck.
Dude. They didn't actually commit any crimes. 79,000 people, they're saying. The New York Times cites them as undocumented themselves. Oh my God. You can't listen. When it comes to the left, there is no reasoning over here. They have their agenda and they're going to force it down your throat, whether you like it or not. And then you got the GOP over here that's saying, they're just opening their mouth. Just do it. Just do it. We'll send out a petition. We'll send out a strongly worded letter. We'll have a Congress that can't get anything passed. We already got laws on the books that we can enforce, but we need special sessions. We need an executive order. We've got everything right now to build momentum, and nobody's doing anything about it. Okay. People want to get caught up in the anti-Semitic stuff. And listen, I'm no fan of any of that stuff, but when the DOJ's looking at coffee shops in California, and you're looking at what's happening on these college campuses, where the fuck were y'all whenever people were getting destroyed with campus speeches back before, during President Trump's first election? Where were you guys? But now we're going to be advocates for hate speech laws? No, we're not. I don't support it. Just because it's one side on you that they vote mostly Republican. Guys, we know where the money's going, okay, and all this kind of stuff. I'm out of it. I'm not even America first type of deal. I'm just us only. How about that? How about states only? Every individual state do what they did because it all turns cohesive at the end of it. That's what made our country so strong in the beginning. America only. How about that one? Oh, you isolationists. We are so tired of dumb isolationist remarks on here. You can preserve your culture. You can preserve your spending, your defense budget, your armaments. Being America only doesn't mean that you're shutting yourself out like we're going to turn into North Korea. Everybody's sick of these boomer arguments about this isolationist policy. We're over it. It's done nothing but hurt us, taking this open arms world, one world. Oh, what is that song? We are the world.
We are the children.
We are the children. Sing that shit.
I'm gay, and so are you, and we got unicorns.
We got to celebrate our different ooga booga choo, ooga.
It's true, dude. It's also effeminate. It's chick energy, and that it always goes back to that.
Let's let all the children feel good. It's just it's unhealthy.
Let's be happy.
It's
Why
time
can't we
to get
just be
around, and then
happy
all
and be
these influencers
fair?
that are out there just honing focus in on Tucker Carlson and Candace. You're not doing yourself any favors.
No, They're not the.
Nobody wants to listen to that shit. Okay. They're going to go on there. Okay. You think it's disgusting and vile. I think a lot of it is too, by the way.
Yeah.
I do too. People grieve differently. Yes. You want to look at Erica and you think that's weird. Okay. People looked at me weird the same way. Okay. I get on here. I put myself in front of my camera after you have no idea what's going on in their life. You have no clue. Now, what doesn't help is Erica going on TV and saying, stop. That's kind of performative. I wasn't a fan of that, but also it's like getting to the point. I just want to see people get arrested, man. Tyler Robinson's in custody now. We'll see what happens with the trial. We'll cover the latest and greatest here. There's not many receipts coming out of Candace lately, so I'm taking everything with a big old grain of salt. And yeah, could she be performing for clicks and all that stuff? It's possible. Yeah, sure, maybe. Okay. But there's some legitimate questions and there's some weird things that deserve some scrutiny. You can't just say, you can't just throw it out the window and then
give us some transparency. Just
get us transparency. Don't blame it on the personalities themselves. And that's really that. I mean,
the onus is on the government, the president, Kash Patel, the Justice Department, Pamba. They've got to prove themselves. We have been lied to. We have been abused. We have been used. We have been taken advantage of. And Travis, when you're talking about earlier, why a lot of Republican voter stuff, they're not going to show up in the midterm. It's not about Candace. It's not about Tucker. It's not even about Erica. It's about justice. It is about being tired of being abused and used, taken for granted, and demanded that we go do our thing. Well, we've done our thing. Where are the mass arrests?
Yeah, we get the power in there. And look, I know the White House has been going back and forth about this ceasefire, and then Israel went and executed that Hamas senior official. And the scoop we're getting now, the White House is in a sharp message to Netanyahu: assassination is a violation of the ceasefire. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, White House envoy Steve Witkoff, Trump advisor and son-in-law Jared Kushner.
Oh, no.
Are very frustrated with Netanyahu and his decision-making. Okay, we're frustrated. We're angry. We're this. We're that. Strongly redded. It's the same stuff. Look, they should, having public statements is probably a little more sharp on that. Trump's been posting a lot. So I'd like to hear from him on this kind of stuff. What's going on here? These scoops, these inside things. This is getting old, man.
Yes.
Okay. And then you've got, by the way, while the whole fiasco last week was going on with Erica Kirk and Candace Owens, we passed another huge budget spending bill for Ukraine and Israel.
Oh.
Billions of dollars in armaments. So we're just spending more. Not giving a shit about the generations that come after us. We're just going to keep spending. What are we doing? Billions of dollars in armaments to the Ukraine and to Israel. And then I got to sit on here. And somebody sent me this one. Here, y'all take a look. And you still got, I thought John Bolton was getting arrested. Where are we at with that one?
Well, yeah, just another one of the.
Just another one of these. So here we go. This is.
I thought Comey was getting. No, he's not.
I don't think so. I think Ukraine, as Great Britain during World War II, has a very good argument. You can't have elections in wartime, especially in Ukraine's case, when you've got the foreign invader.
Of course, you got Bolton defending how you can't have elections during wartime.
Well, we did
20% of the country. If you're going to be fair about this, you'd have free and fair elections in Russia too. We know that's not going to happen. So I think Ukraine needs to do more to show the fight against corruption continues. You can probably have local elections in places where the Russians aren't occupying. And I think this is advice from a friend. I think they need to lower their draft age from 25 to 18 to get more manpower on the battlefield and to make sure the country as a whole.
These people that are doing this, guys, this is some serious nasty shit we're up against. Lowering it to 18, You guys, we covered on the show how the Ukraine was rolling up in military vans and taking elderly people to the front lines of this conflict. And now we're sending more money. And we want to talk about how Russia's this corrupt state, which, okay, but Ukraine's not?
Yes.
Ukraine is one of the worst in the world. They have been known to be a corrupt state for ages, guys. But this whole thing, and then you got people like Bolton up there talking about we need to lower it to 18. We need your 18-year-olds.
We need more bodies,
guys.
dying.
This is a never-ending. They would love a never-ending war, and Bolton is still the same cretin of the apparatus that's still in charge because it ain't Trump, guys.
No,
it ain't Trump.
No,
it ain't Trump. Publicly going after spending. You want to build some momentum? Go and cut this shit off with Ukraine.
Bingo.
Do it.
Yeah.
Fuck the consequences to it. Go do it. What does it have to do with us? What benefits do we get from it? I would love to hear from boomers, especially. What more spending can we commit to that's going to help us? How is that going to help our future generations getting involved in this conflict?
Hey, Travis, did you ever watch the movie Civil War?
No.
Okay. Seriously, you need to come up to the ranch. We need to watch some movies, okay? But let me tell you why you really need to watch Civil War. I'd like to watch it with you if you're up for it.
I won't eat your popcorn, but I'll eat it with
okay.
you. I'll watch it with you, buddy.
For those that have seen the movie, and it came out a few years ago, and I know there was a lot of people on the right that were very disappointed in it because they were thinking that was going to be some film that showed, the Republicans versus the Democrats, and the Republicans were the ones that were armed, and the Democrats were all this, and the Republicans were just going to come in and wipe it anyway. And they were upset because the president they had in the movie kind of was a little bit like Trump, and most people just totally missed the point on that movie. That movie was actually surprisingly good. And the reason it was good, I think the director, the writer, the producers, they did a phenomenal job painting a very plausible picture of what a civil war today in America would look like. And it was very plausible. And if you watch that movie, and I just watched it 2 days ago because of everything that's going on. I saw it when it came out in the theater, and I just watched 2 days ago. Travis, you need to see this movie. And I am telling you, folks, the Civil War has already started, and it shows it in the film. Our Civil War, it has started. And it's going to get worse. And it's going to, how anything exponential works. It starts out slow. So it's a penny doubled every day.
Right.
After a week, you got a couple of people dead. We've got a lot of people dead already on our side, folks.
Look, guys, we've had Trump nearly got executed twice. We had Charlie Kirk get blown to bits in front of all of us. I mean, we've seen people get attacked, get arrested. I mean, we've been seeing this.
Brown University.
Brown University here.
This is going.
I mean,
folks,
there's no way that's not a politically motivated attack. And then on top of it, you've got people within these agencies lying about. And then there's more weird stuff happening with this Capitol Police bomber.
Yes.
Did they find the right guy? Now they're going, what's going on, guys? Because the video evidence, now you got contradictions coming out over this stuff. And I think we're all just tired of this.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is becoming, it's almost uninteresting now because we know we can't trust them. So that's a recipe for disaster in and of itself, because then it's like, you want to know how conspiracies can grow like wildfire? Have this kind of shit go on. Contradicting claims, FBI rapid response on Twitter when Tucker Carlson comes out with more information than the FBI ever gave us about Thomas Crooks. I mean, it's always prioritizing the self-preservation of these institutions than anything to do with actually protecting us. And we Americans, and really people in general, we deserve the truth of what's really happening, even if it's
Amen.
Uncomfortable to us, even if it
Amen.
brings bad light to certain things. Let the chips fall where they may. Now, that being said, man, just a lot of we're battered, man. The Republican voter base is they're like battered wives at this point, dude. They're just getting beat to shit. Nobody wants to say anything. Everybody wants to go for the mainstream candidates. And here's something I've noticed, and I've just been doing a little observing because I've been dabbling whether or not to get involved heavily, maybe publicly in state politics here. Guys, these fundraisers that I've been to, that I'm seeing here, this is not a bash on anything, but they're run by mostly women. Okay. That's not to say that, look, I'm not doing that. Oh, it's because, but guys, there's a comfortability in these candidates that you know.
Yeah.
And that's a very female thing.
Yep.
Okay. You go in with the ones you know, and they're all doing their art gallery exhibit benefits. And it's very very bougie, very like
Very feminine.
very out of touch.
Yes.
For someone like me who walks in there, I'm like, I want to go home, dude. I feel like that watching The Bachelorette is less feminine than being at one of these events. It's just not a very, there's not a very forceful presence to get things done. They're not militant like they are, like the females are on the Democratic side. There's a huge difference. You ever just want to be a fly on the wall? Go and visit one of these events. But I'm seeing it here, and one of the candidates here in one of the districts that we're in, man, there's one particular. I'm not going to drop names because I know some of these people listen, but y'all will probably know. I'm seeing these events. These are the most chicken neck men that I've ever seen. I would never want to have a beer with or personally sit around because I feel like, it might touch my leg eventually.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
It's just there's something very demasculine or emasculating about the nature of the politics, especially here in Texas, man. It's pretty shameful to see this kind of stuff.
The whole thing, the homosexual agenda.
So I'd like to get involved, but what I say, it's not going to drive a bunch of I don't know. Yeah, it remains to be seen, but it's very discouraging when you see a mainstream political. These are people my dad despised, man. He just, because you know it, and these are very they're not somebody I'd want in my foxhole with me.
They wouldn't be in the foxhole. They'd be changing their tampons.
So there's a lot of appeal to the effeminate nature, and we need to go radically the opposite direction, in my opinion. Because you almost have to appeal to not being too crass or not too forceful in your rhetoric, just to appeal to some of this kind of stuff. Just because you're afraid of alienating a feminine body of a base. And I just don't think that's going to work for us long term. It hasn't worked for us lately. And man, some of these events are just so
gay.
They're just so gay, man.
They're just gay.
They're just so.
They're just gay. They're
it will make you not want to be involved, and we need to be involved. And then, I'm hearing from a lot of people in my age group that they aren't really affiliated with the party, but they did come up and vote this last election because things were so crazy with the immigration and the tranny shit that it's like, man, I just feel like I got to put you think they're doing that this go round? What are they doing it for? So they can get more of the same.
Right.
The GOP is desperately in need of a ignition, in desperate need of one. Listen, guys, and I do love Trump, but he ain't doing it. Every people around his admin, they ain't doing it. These campaign trail plans that I'm hearing from Susan on the chief of staff, that's going to do the opposite effect of it. There is a donor class that is so completely out of touch with regular people that it's affecting us worse than it ever has. And what's really sad is, Charlie Kirk. Dude, that dude was the future of the GOP. Asking the right questions, still was on a mainstream bent all the way up till, I would say, a year before his death. But let me tell you something. The other part to me with this Tyler Robinson thing, guys, look, you can't deny Charlie Kirk was a threat to the world establishment. He would have been a huge problem down the road. No doubt a presidential candidate, in my opinion, a president. He would have killed it, man. He would have killed it. And we all know this. So it's hard to just kind of be told to accept an official story and just shut up. And then this doesn't help the GOP. Yeah, well, Neither does ignoring all the oddities around it and just telling you to take a mainstream narrative at a wholesale.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way. Charlie was the future, man. And in the little time he graced us here on earth, look what he did, man. There's no replacement for Charlie now.
No.
There's none. It's
No.
a void, and it's being filled with people from overseas accounts on X, putting us at odds with each other, going to full body blow by blow for you're either with the Jews. It's like, man, not everything's as simple as a black and white argument. There's nuance in between. The GOP is not a cult, like the Democrats are.
I wish it was.
Well, you could argue we'd probably be seeing a hell of a lot more done if that was the case.
I
but
wish it was.
people just aren't passionate about the country. They're not passionate about our laws. They're not passionate about the founding. So we're just kind of wandering aimlessly until we get some traction to it. And really, the whole thing with Charlie Kirk, that should have just
We need a leader.
turned everything upside down. But we're a leaderless movement.
We're a leaderless
That's really
movement.
what this is.
Yep.
You got people infighting, and none of it looks good. It looks stupid from Steven Crowder. It looks stupid from Tim Pool. It even looks dumb from Nick Fuentes to some degree. It even looks bad on Alex Jones. It's just not doing anything substantial. And there's a war, guys. There's a war on human civilization itself. And you can poke through holes on these different kinds of things and whatever the case may be, but we're a leaderless movement. And, I would like to see Trump come in there and really pick up some momentum to it, but he's not going to do it with this current chief of staff, with these advisors that are sitting around him. You got people that are out of touch, and you watch these campaign trails that Trump's about to do. It's going to just suck all the momentum. It's absolutely going to just display.
The only hope, Travis, is that if we start seeing mass deportation, and we're not seeing mass deportations, it's being sold as mass deportations.
Well,
We're not even
seeing
close.
the programs shut down, not temporary permanent holds. Remember that one?
Yes.
No, shutting it down completely. The actual actions that show that, hey, look, guys, they are addressing the root cause of these issues. That's all people want to see. That will do a lot in and of itself. And the refugee settlement programs, ban all these NGOs and these charities and these churches that are helping foment and resettle this stuff.
Shut down all immigration.
You can shut it down.
Shut it down.
And focus on how are we going to make our internal population better? How are we going to reward people that love their country and where they come from here in the United States? What are we doing about people that admittedly hate the country that they're living in? That are here on H-1B visas.
Oh God.
That's the other thing too, is we are going, full tilt for these H-1B programs. And I get told, well, there's not the intellectual base in there to hire these people. It's like, okay, if that's true, so we're just going to keep the existing,
more people going to college
we're just going to keep the existing education system in place. Then that's the answer. So, show we're going after the root cause of these things. We're not going to allow these certain things. Otherwise, you're just going to keep getting, you're going to be adrift at sea while the enemy just surrounds you, shoots at you, kills you, judges issuing whatever order to halt it. There's no repercussions for any of this stuff. The GOP is nothing but a strongly worded letter right now. That's really what it is. So you want to not be a paper tiger anymore? Let's see some action, buddy. Let's see it. You want to go after each other in the movement on who's doing what, or we need to do this, or we need to put other countries in front of our own because it's biblical, man. No, we're done with this shit. It's that stuff's over. And that's people in my age group and below. The more you try to do this stuff with the whole Israel thing, it's just going to backfire.
It already has. It's blown up.
It's going to backfire. Okay.
People have woken up.
And I'm not sitting there, one of these people that's like, I don't care about any of that stuff, man. Does Israel deserve to be a state? It's already a state. Well, why? What the hell does that have to do with me, guys?
Right.
Okay. How is that helpful? What is that doing for us? Billions of dollars in armaments. In there, buddy.
Love your rant.
You love my ranties?
Yeah, it's a great rant. It doesn't help though that you've not seen a lot of very mission critical movies.
Hey, we don't need to do that.
But we need to rectify that as soon as possible. I know you're going to take some time off during the Christmas season, the Christmas break, and I'm hoping that we can maybe watch a movie. Invite your wife; she's invited. I'm not trying to take her away from you or anything. You know, I mean, that's not. There's nothing torrid going on here. This is simply about. We need to renew your man card. Obviously, enough people have now heard. They're going to wonder if you're even still in possession.
Yeah, look at that. We had all our viewers drop off.
Well,
That's a shame. Hey, folks, welcome back to the Defiance Daily Show. Oops. I guess we had an internet outage over there. That was a little odd. Hopefully we didn't violate any copyright or something stupid or ridiculous.
maybe the government wants to mess with us, Travis.
Maybe show. But I did want to share this video file.
Did you really?
I got to keep it light and friendly a little bit.
Okay.
So let's see if I can find this one. Oh, there it is. It's in my downloads folder. I'm sorry, folks. You ready for this one, Mark?
I'm ready.
You've seen this one. You're going to like this.
How do you know I've seen it? Oh, yeah.
Big Mike!
Oh, yeah.
Can't have a Merry Christmas without some Big Mike video.
That is just.
Oh, a little tucky. Oh, no. It's a cute video.
Dude.
Oh.
So that we're going to leave on a high note, aren't we?
Yeah, we're gonna leave on a high note. Hey, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
So this is my face whenever my wife asked if I opened any Christmas presents early.
Oh, I thought you were going to say if you open any Oreo.
I wrapped them myself.
Oh,
I wrapped them myself.
did you really?
Look at that. You see Kosh and Dunman Juno up there.
Oh,
That's what sucked all the momentum right there. That's where it really started.
that
On
was it.
top of like, guys, come on, the Epstein binders.
Oh,
God, what a freaking disaster, guys.
I think the defining moment was when Trump made the comment, "Are we still talking about the Epstein?" I think that was it. If you had to
Yeah,
point, if
fair.
you had to point
Fair.
at an event, that was it.
Absolutely fair.
And I think people on our side, we felt completely disrespected. I think disrespected. That was it. We were just like a total slap in the face. And I don't know who told Trump to do that,
God, that was so bad, dude.
but that was so bad. I'm telling you, it's not gone away. It's only gotten worse since then. That has been where everything took a turn. And I don't know who got to him, Travis. Who got to him?
Man, I
That's
don't
the
know,
question.
dude. I don't know, but man, that was definitely a bad one. was that a wanker?
Who said that?
That was Michelle Obama's extremities. Yes.
Yes, that was Big Mike's weenie. His weenie. And they know now let me tell you something.
They're a little something hard.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you right now. Big Mike
All right, I gotta do my plugs. You ready for the plugs?
plugs.
Yeah.
That's what we used to call Biden.
Folks, visit the Beast of Trinity,
Boom!
Texas.com. The movie, The Beast of Trinity, Texas, is officially out now on Amazon. That's right. You can go in and see me, yours truly, as a bona fide extra in the film, The Beast of Trinity, Texas.
Can you do an
Extra
example of your
actor.
running? Dude, can you like run like yeah. Dude, you
Pretty
guys
good,
got
right?
this guy, Travis has a stride like none other. He's got a stride. I'm telling you, it's made for film.
Yeah. Shout out to Terry Weaver. Awesome job. Awesome
Great
job
job,
to
Doc.
the casting crew there. Awesome job to you.
Yes.
Thank you. And that's the Beast of Trinity, Texas.com. Go and check it out. Check the trailer out there.
It's on
Really
Amazon
cool.
Prime.
It's on Amazon Prime, and they're getting a lot of good reviews. I'm so excited for them. Also, check out our sponsors here at J. Bradley Custom Pools. That's J. Bradley Custom Pools. If you are in the market for a pool, yes, I realize it's December.
It's
You know,
the
you can
best time
still
to buy.
swim in the day. All right, get it while
This
you
is the
can
buying
before
season.
summer. You can also get a heated pool. That's jbradleycustompools.com. They do a great job here, folks. They got a lot of good.
Love Joe.
Look, and we always say this, the chemtrails are free
Yes.
with every purchase. That is a badass property, man. Where the hell did he do that one?
I don't know. It's a great
That somebody's doing something right out there.
yeah.
Got the free sunshine.
And he will put a pool in your front yard if you'd like.
He'll do
That's
it wherever
a
you
new-
want.
Yeah, you can put the pool right in your front yard.
That's right, folks. And that's J. Bradley Custom Pools. Call for a free estimate at 832-813-5340. That's 832-813-5340. Don't forget to let them know Defiance sent you.
Yes.
Let them know, damn it. Okay. And I didn't share that tab. There we go. Again, that's jbradleypools.com. That's jbradleypools.com. jbradleypools.com. Also, check out our other sponsor here at
Innovate.
rftmedia.com. That's rftmedia.com. Your one-stop solution for all your technical needs and comprehensive services. Go and check out rftmedia.com. Everything from web design to custom solution to AI optimization and everything in between. We rely on RFT Media for quite a bit here at Defiance Press and Publishing. We also use them for a number of our other ventures here. That's rftmedia.com, rftmedia.com. Don't forget to let them know that Defiance sent you. Also, really important that you support Defiance Press and Publishing. That's right, folks. We are a book publisher. If you're in the market for any books of a conservative bent, maybe you've got some a religious bent to you, visit defiancepress.com. Go over to our books, check out our inventory, browse our titles, get everything ready ahead of the holiday season. If you've got birthdays or maybe you're just in for a read, check out defiancepress.com. Again, that's defiancepress.com. A lot of authors, a lot of books coming out. We are very, very busy here at Defiance Press and Publishing. And again, if you are in the market for a publisher, you want to get your book published, maybe you're trying to, navigate the self-publishing world. Maybe you're looking at a publisher. You've got a lot of questions, folks. Feel free to contact defiancepress.com, hit the Get Publishing link, follow the prompts, follow the submission protocol. And I do want to emphasize, we do not keep your manuscripts here. We are not a third world organization run. This is not a Somali enterprise out of Minneapolis. Okay. This is legit. We have legal requirements to abide by. That's in the disclaimer. Go ahead and read them. We do not keep your manuscript unless you sign on as an author. Once we review your manuscript, if you're not accepted, we move on down the road. We go to the next one. Okay. That's defiancepress.com. If you'd like to contact us, maybe you have questions about the self-publishing industry, about partner publishing, or anything in between, go ahead and call us at 281-581-9300. That's 281-581-9300, or visit or email mark@defiancepress.com. Again, that's mark@defiancepress.com. Really, really interested in hearing from folks. We have got a lot of interest lately.
And we got prices are going up.
And yes, for our partner packages and publishing, guys, we can't do the pricing we're offering anymore. So get in now before it's too late. That's defiancepress.com, 281-581-9300. That's 281-581-9300. And again, I can't go throughout the show without, let's get ready to bid everybody adieu. We've been going almost 4 hours here at Defiance here. Mark, let's bid them adieu.
Let's bid them adieu. Well, first of all, God bless you guys. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your support. We appreciate you liking and sharing the page and talking to people about the show. It's very much appreciated. We're going to get the word out, but God bless you guys. Stay eternally vigilant, stay armed, protect your family, and make it a great day. And can't wait to see you guys next Monday.
Correct, guys. Thank you all so much for joining. This has been another broadcast of the Defiance Daily Show every Monday at noon Central Standard Time. That's every Monday at noon live Central Standard Time. Follow our channels. Look for Defiance, Defiance Press, Defiance Daily Show on X, on YouTube, and make sure you support us and follow there. And of course, this show is not possible without the man, the myth, the legend, the one responsible for all this. And that is my pops, David Thomas Roberts, and mama there, Rose Roberts. Love you guys both. Thinking about you all the time, pops, especially during this season. This is pretty tough. But I love getting together with the family and thinking about you and knowing we're gonna have some toasts and some cheers in your memory, have some cigars while we're doing it, play some board games, and do what we do best. Have some jolly spirits going around. So I love you, Dad. Thank you so much for everything. Love you, Mom. And thinking about you guys always. And that's a wrap for the Defiance Daily Show here on the 15th. Thank you guys so much for joining. We had a number of you join in today. We really appreciate the support. We're growing exponentially. That's the Defiance Daily Show. Stay reliable, stay armed, stay ready. God bless you all. Have a good Monday.